Thunder's going to come in. He's just got a link to us. Well, okay, we're live now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
just go on the,
we are.
I'll just get it up on my phone here so I can see the chats.
Lads.
I ended up watching Larry's Leisure Suit Larry's video the other night.
He posted another one, but it hasn't come up yet. There was an error loading it. I was just noticed that just prior to you sending out the links. I thought, oh, and then I tried to watch it, but unfortunately, it's I don't know, must be still updating or whatever. Yeah,
that was pretty funny though. I must
admit.
Oh,
he's a fucking arrogant bugger, isn't he? I looked back on another couple of his videos, and I actually
look. I personally don't really mind the guy, mate. You know, I mean, to be honest with you, fair enough. He put that, that video and all the rest of it. But I think he's actually pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, I'm of the same opinion.
I had a good laugh at
that. Yeah, not that I'm getting not disrespect to Barry, but I have to. Apart from that stupid thing he did, I think he's a funny cunt too. Because I watched a few of his other videos. He's a fucking. He is a sleazeball, and he don't give a fuck. He's one of those. He doesn't give a fuck sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But fucking.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. Actually, that's pretty funny. Actually,
morning, Mark.
I've got to take you two guys to task.
Why? what have we done?
Because some pig who goes over there and just fucking bullshits and lies to girls and uses them like he does isn't funny, man.
Oh, yeah, I know, but you got to look at it.
Was that a video I thought was funny? The one that he done the other day. I haven't really watched his other videos. The only videos I've seen was
I mean, he's telling them that he loves them, that they're going to be the mother of his fucking babies. I mean, the lines he must be feeding them, Jay, to get them in bed.
Well, I haven't seen those ones. I've only seen two of his videos.
And all honesty,
that was the one with Myra and the one with that mutton dressed up like a lamb.
Yeah, but you got to realise too, like there's a few of those girls that partake in Larry's carry on. So you can't. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying he's wrong. But I'm just saying there's others like him there, Mark. That's what they do. That's their lifestyle. That's what they do. They hang around bars and that sort of shit lifestyle and fucking that's what they do. They bullshit.
I get that, but
yeah,
the only thing that I've ever found funny about his videos is when that woman threw rocks at him.
yeah. Well,
I haven't seen that one. I'll have to watch that one. Is it still up?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Slow Ride and NCE?
How you going, guys? Welcome to the lunchtime show. I'm a bit late off the mark here. I was actually doing some stuff on the computer. I thought I'm running late here, but I do a live stream. Barry's still asleep.
Yeah.
Like that.
The wombat.
I think he done a real late fucking show last night as well.
I don't seem to get his shows for some reason. I'm sure. I wonder if he's blocked me because I'm fucking sure it's.
He's got that new channel. It's called.
That's
Bama Number One.
I wonder if I've not added that. That's probably why.
You probably haven't subscribed to it, so you're not getting notifications.
Yeah. That's probably. I was thinking because everyone said to me, "Oh, he's on," and I'm like, and of course I subbed to him, and I thought, "Oh, I'm not getting any notifications." So fuck do I know. But so that's it. It's got a new.
Yeah, he's sleeping like a bat, man. He's a bat. He sleeps during the day. He flies around at night.
It's gotta not be healthy for you, fucking.
We was actually in a routine the other day. It only lasted about 2 days. He was actually up early.
Well, he doesn't. It should be up now. But what's it? Was it lunchtime there now? Isn't it? No, let's have a look.
Yeah, it's just past lunch.
Yeah, it's 20 past.
When his air comms go, it means he's asleep. I can hear it, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm up early, man. I'm up 7, 8 o'clock. I just sometimes even earlier than that. I just wake up at that time.
Well, it's kind of funny. I mean, I could be out late at night too, and I just can't sleep over there, even with the aircon. It's hot. It's fucking. Yeah, maybe I'm
you
still on.
You get yourself in a bit of a rut if you start, being awake all night and sleeping during the day.
Yeah,
It's actually proven they've done the studies that it's actually not healthy for you.
No, it's not. It's not.
Neither is beer and cigarettes and fucking alcohol. So I still
Well,
do that.
yeah, well,
Mike might not be able to sleep because he's probably in bed with a little hottie.
well, yeah, but it's not all fucking. It's not all that. Once you're married, that goes out the door pretty quick. Don't worry about that. It's not all fucking.
So there you go, Mark. That's what you got to look forward to, mate.
Yeah,
the honeymoon period dies off with about 3 months.
You got it.
I don't know. In my marriage, that was never an issue.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's how do I put it? It's like, you just. It's like once you're, when you're like a kid in a candy shop, but sooner or later you get sick of eating the candy. If you know what I mean.
Hello, Victrix. Got to say hello to Victrix. I've been a bit rude there.
Yeah, you just, I guess.
Well, it's on tap, you see, and it's like, the challenge ain't there no more. Well, I shouldn't really say that, should I? I don't know.
Yeah, it was found that, from being single to being married, that intimacy was always much better with someone that you were with for a while.
Oh, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm fucking happy in my marriage. I mean, it's fucking. Don't forget, I've had 2 other goes. So, yeah. So, this is the 3rd one, and that's working good. As it should do. But I mean,
Did you go through with the other ones? Did you go through divorce settlements?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't. I got kids to the others, and there's all that sort of shit. But I mean, it happens.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm a broke cunt. I could have been a millionaire now. Nah, it's all good. It's like it's back then. I was
So
happy.
it's 3rd time lucky.
Yeah. But this one's lasted a while now, so it's not gonna.
And you just get along all right.
Yeah, no, fucking, we're good as gold. That's what I'm saying. It's the best thing I did was marry a Filipino, to be honest. I mean, I can vouch for that. But I mean, and a lot of my friends were married too prior to me. When I was divorced and shit like that, and they were fucking like they're like 20 years into it, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like the marriages last a lot longer than say Thai marriages, for argument's sake.
Yeah,
I think Thais.
But I think the Filipinos are a little bit more family orientated or relationship orientated than what the Thais. The Thais are very money hungry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Thais.
I've seen this guy, man, that my dad was friends with. He used to come out fishing with us. This bitch, he got her over. He had fucking 2 kids to her. She took the kid. She took the house. And he was a good guy.
Yeah,
he wasn't a violent guy, nothing. He was really, he was just a good guy, man.
I know I'll get flack for saying this, but at the end of the day, the difference I think with Thais and Filipinos is you got more chance. You got more chance of meeting a decent one. Most of the Thai ones are working in bars or are fucking not very. They're not very nice people. They don't speak. See, the problem is too. It's an English barrier too, and also any decent Thai woman, they don't want to know about a foreigner. Really, they really don't.
No, that's not necessarily. I talked to a guy who lives over there. He's just moved there from the UK, and it's different. And it's different out in villages to the main cities. But the language barrier.
I'm telling you from my vast experience with Thais that honestly, mate, that they treat love as some sort of weakness. What do you think? A lot of you look at even in Aussie, you look at the average length of a Thai marriage to a Filipino marriage, and there'll be statistics there.
Guys going to break it up.
Yeah, they don't last. Once they get the residency or whatever, you'll find that the marriages fade away.
I do know that they don't like.
And they don't settle. And they don't settle well too. like, I'm not talking about if you're living in their country. If you're living in their country, it's slightly different, but you're the foreigner, But when you bring them back to your country, they don't settle very well. They can't speak the language properly. 99% of them don't have a job or can't work or have never worked. So they don't hold very fucking good jobs anyway.
So they sit at home all day.
Yeah, there's also, at least with Filipinos, you can bring a Filipino back to your country and depending, once again, but I'd say 99% of them will fucking settle better and fucking get decent jobs and are probably better qualified too, education-wise.
I think
even the poorest ones. Well, I am generalising, but I mean, obviously there's good and bad in both. But as a gambling man, I'd take the odds on a Filipino marriage lasting better than any other Asian country marriage, to be honest, to a foreigner, to an Australian or New Zealander or English guy.
I think you're right. Same. I think Japanese girls are the same too.
Mate, I went to Japan. It comes down to it's English. It's the language. Yes. Japan, you go. Well, have you been to Japan? You know damn well. If you don't speak the language, you're fucked. And that's you could be in the main cities. Try getting a taxi.
Yeah, I know. The language barrier is really bad in Japan, and
it's not.
You stand about 12 inches taller than everybody is.
Yeah. Well, it's not so much the language barrier is bad, but it's their language is Japanese, not English. English is a fucking, English is like a secondary language to a lot of these countries. Well, it is. But because of the Philippines, they were colonized by the Spanish and fucking, American influence there, and English is a lot. 99% of Filipinos speak English, but whereas Thais, they don't.
There is a language barrier in Thailand for sure, and especially once you go out of the cities into the village areas.
You do. And if you, and it's like I said, the chances of meeting a decent Thai girl is rare, and I've seen a lot of guys fucking meet and marry them that are well off and end up fucking being taken to the cleaners. Lots of them. There was one stage. I'll tell you something.
One mate that bring one home, and he fucking got done over, and she even said to him, "I can get money now from government. I leave you now."
Like, I'm going to tell you something else that affects us, New Zealanders and Australians. Back in the 90s, fucking a lot of because of our lax laws, a lot of Thai people were coming to New Zealand. Marrying New Zealanders, getting their fucking residency and getting citizenship, and then fucking off to Australia through the back door.
Through the back door, and it's always open.
Yeah, well, that's why Australia. That's why Australia is probably a bit more staunch towards us nowadays. So they getting sick and tired of. Instead of going directly through to Australia, even Indians are doing it now. They're coming here, spending 5 years in New Zealand, and then they're fucking off to Australia, which is what they intend to do. The problem is, because we have this international agreement, like it's a bit like America and Canada, we can shoot over there and work and live in Australia. You know what I mean? Without getting residency. I can go, like, if I wanted to, for argument's sake, I can go and live in Australia and work in Australia.
It's good money.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying that's why our country was a bit soft, and that's caused a lot of fucking problems because they'd come here and then they'll fucking leave with their full intentions of going to live in Australia.
You know what? Once many moons ago, let me tell you a story. Many moons ago, when I was a young fella. In my early 20s, I was actually working in New South Wales, in the middle of fucking New South Wales, at a fucking a winery for the grape pruning season. And you'd have all us locals there and all the rest of it. Then you'd have these Indians there, right?
Yeah.
And they used to live in a caravan that was on site. Like, fuck, there would have been about 10 of them, man. And they'd just buy potatoes and rice and the curry powder and They all throw in, they live very cheaply and save all their money, right? But when immigration used to rock up, because immigration will come to these farms looking for immigrants, obviously, overstayers, and the boss used to tell them and give them the tip off when they were coming, so they all go run and hide down in another paddock.
Yeah.
But they were bloody good workers, man. They'll just go and go and go. They were good workers. Don't get me wrong, they were good workers. But he used to give them the tip off, and a lot of farmers do because it's cheap labour for them. Because they were getting less than what we were getting.
Yeah, the other side of it. Yeah, of course.
There was still a lot of money for them to send back to their country and save up and go back to their country and start a business and stuff. Because you remember they're living on the rupee or something like that.
Yeah, but you got to remember too. The other problem is because they religiously send money back. That money, like, is not taxed. They're not paying into the country they're working in. What they're doing is like they're sending the money back. So that money is actually getting sucked out of the Australian. You know what I'm saying? Out of the country, and it's going to India, for argument's sake, or Thailand. And like you say, they live on next to nothing. They live on next to nothing, so they're not contributing back to the country.
I'll take that one for free if you want to give it to me. Who told you to give it free?
Forget to bring this one.
No, I got it. Don't tell her. Free. Judith thought she didn't give me the bottle of Tanduay, so the young girls come over and said, "Jay, you forgot your bottle of Tanduay." I said, "No, it's right there on the fucking table." So they're just going to give me another bottle for free.
Oh, okay.
I said, no, I got it. I got my tropical punch mix today. Fucking fantastic. I might have to lay off the beer for a bit, man. I'm starting to get a bit fat. It's fucking, after a while, you got to switch over sometimes. The taste of it just gets too much after a fucking while. You switch, change to something else. So tomorrow I might buy a bottle of Johnny fucking Walker Black Label, I think. Get on the spirits. Get nasty on the Shill. Where's the crackle, boys? Where's the crackle? We better read some of these comments.
Yeah, what's happening in the room? Let's have a look.
Lots of opinions in there.
Oh, yeah, all negative, I suppose. Let's have a look. I'm coming, boys, so you better behave.
That's all right, man. Like, these guys got their own opinion. You know, sometimes they don't agree with what we say, and that's okay. But we don't have to. Unless people are being straight out fucking nasty, you know, you can block them for the 300 seconds and stuff, but you can't boot them. You know what I mean? They're entitled to their opinion. You know, at the end of the day. Like I said, even the people in the comment section, they can have a voice too as well. But if you're just going to be nasty, then it's, you know.
I'll tell you one thing that did put me off with the Thai girls is that if you found a nice single girl, the families want to claim what they call sinsod. You actually have to pay to marry them. It's like a dowry.
Yeah, right.
Fuck, I got booted.
It wasn't me.
No, it was me. Fucking, it's hard to view the room and do hangouts for some reason. Every now and again, it fucking kicks me off.
I got kicked off my own show last week.
I'll let you guys report on the room. I'll just sit and hang out. That way I don't have to see it. There's a couple of traitorous types in the room anyway that I should time out just on principle. You hearing me, boys?
No, don't do that.
No, I won't do it. Just be careful what you say. I know what kind of comments are going.
Tyler Bay says, there you go, Jay. Let people talk their opinion.
Yeah, they can talk their opinion face to face.
Thinking about like, if I was to get in a relationship with a Filipina girl, I wouldn't have a problem helping the family out.
There's nothing wrong with that, but there's a limit to how much help you help. You know? You don't let them take advantage of you and, you know, always asking for money or anything like that. That's when you go, hang on a minute.
I wouldn't spoon feed them. So, I'd be happy to help. I mean, in any case, you help your own family. Feel responsible. Your in-laws is not them if you needed to. Any different to the Philippines. If family needed some help, you'd just help them out. I would.
What's going on? That's a fucking bad line, that.
Yeah, Mark, we can't hear you properly. Are you talking into your microphone?
I'm just on my phone. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Then you're in trouble. That's nice.
You just don't get taken advantage of. I mean, at the end of the day, it comes back down to one simple thing. It depends on who you meet and how you just put your foot down too. I mean, you don't have to be horrible, but you just say, look, no, I'm not into that, you know.
Well, if I'm going to have a relationship with Mike, I'm going to do what the guys suggested, and that's find a girl through someone that's already over there. You know?
Just not me. Just not me.
Mate,
I reckon the go is
fuck. Just go over there
with who was it? Focus.
Focus said he's got a sister-in-law. Larry said he knows lots of girls,
and she's a decent age, and she has got no kids.
Al said he actually knows the same, a single lady, never married, no children, and she's an attorney over there.
Yeah, there's hundreds
there
of
them. See, you can go. Yeah, there is heaps. Yeah, there is.
Look, Mark, just go over there, meet up with Jay, meet up with Larry, meet up with Focus, and put yourself out there. Trust me, they'll fucking come to you. You'll go to the province or somewhere like that. You'll go to Ilo or wherever Larry is and Davao and all those places, and they'll fucking come out of the woodwork. Trust me. The first question they're going to ask, are you single or divorced or what? And once they know that, you wait and see. I mean, just don't go. Just go there with an open mind. Don't clamp onto the first one you meet, obviously. But go and enjoy yourself. You know what I mean?
That's what I
do. If you do get married, Mark, you got to produce your paperwork to show that you're being divorced in this country at the embassy.
Yeah, that's easy.
You know what I mean? Because if they know you're married and you're just separated in Australia and you haven't had a divorce yet, they won't let you get married here.
No, you got to be divorced, I think.
Yeah.
From memory. But that's bugger all. I mean, I had to show my paperwork.
Larry's in the chat now, guys. Expat Prepper. How you doing, Larry?
Larry, I sent you a link for your Facebook.
Yeah, so Mark, just go there, mate. Just, don't rush into it. I don't know your situation, but just go meet up with these guys over there. And
that's what I
just said. Yeah. Come over for a little bit. Go meet a couple of nice girls. Decide which one you're interested in, which you think is more compatible. And when you go back to Australia, stay in contact on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
And then keep talking to her. They'll want to call you every day a few times, you know what I mean? And then make your plans to come back, and then,
I didn't get married straight away. I knew my one about a year before I fucking committed. Mind you, there was other mitigating circumstances as well back then, but I mean, still.
Well, yeah, I reckon wait a while. Don't rush.
Yeah, don't. Whatever you do,
once you get married here, there's no divorce.
Well, if you get married there, that is. But in saying that, it's a formality. Fucking
I do look at the comments. I'm reading it right now. I'm trying to. I'm trying my best.
Mike. Look, I don't even want to go over there. When I first go over there, it's not to look for girls. It's to meet the guys, have a look around. And if I meet girls while I'm there, all well and good. But that's not the number one priority for me over there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. Just go there for a visit, and you're a single guy now. Just do what like single guys do. Go fucking the pub, go to the bar, have a bit of fun. When you're ready. Hey, well, I say go to the. I say go to the bar in the sense that most single guys, that's where you go and sort of meet.
But actually, Mark, some of the bars we go to, they're not all fucking dirty bars and stuff like that. We actually got a good bar here called El Gecko. It's a social bar, man. Like live band and just other expats there and stuff like that. There's the girls that are there, just they're waitresses. They're not there to go, I want this one or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's a clean bar. It's a good bar to hang out at, actually.
Look, guys, we do read the chat, and Jade is looking at the chat more and more.
Yeah, try our best.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, Larry.
Oh, Larry.
Larry's becoming a regular.
Well, I'm in Dumageddon.
In Dumageddon, are you? What's happening in Dumageddon?
I have to take care of my immigration.
Oh, okay. What are you? What are you? Are you still going through your residency there, or is it just how does it work for you? What are you actually under? A ballot buying visa or a fucking retirement visa or what?
No, I'm on a tourist visa.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could keep extending that for up to 3 years.
Shit, I thought you'd been there longer actually.
The next, I just haven't got around. My wife and I will take a trip to Hong Kong, and then I'll come back on a ballot buy-in.
Yeah,
that's what I usually.
Yeah, that's the best one because it doesn't cost you anything and it's there for a year.
Yeah, I was in the States. I broke my hand over here, or my wrist, and I had to fly back to the States, and they had to put stainless steel in it. And so I just got back. I've been in the country just over 3 months now.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. I've assumed that you were there for years.
Well, yeah, I have been, but I wanted to get that surgery on my wrist in the States, so I wouldn't have to e-beg.
Yeah, put yourself out there. Hand surgery is not going to be too much. I'm sure there'll be thousands of people that will donate.
Yeah.
Speaking about fucking, I was watching the Blind Owl. Here's a change of topic. I was watching the Blind Owl's latest one with Ricky and his concrete drive. He's nearly done.
How's it looking? Is it up to shape to certifications?
No, it hasn't had the Michael Fazio certifications. It's definitely not got rebarb or anything in it. But that Ricky's he's a grumpy old bugger, I'll tell you.
Yeah, he is.
Blind Owl.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Blind Owl's distancing himself. If you watch the latest one, you'll see Blind Owl's distancing himself from him now. Apparently, they're having a bit of a fallout.
Why is he so grumpy? What's wrong with him?
I don't know. I don't know. But he's really bad, eh? And Blind Owl, when he films them, always films them in bad light. Like he's always abusing the workers, and no wonder he's not. No wonder he's not fucking married anymore.
Well, yeah, that's just Ricky's personality. Shit, yeah. His marriage lasted all of 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
I think Blind Owl kind of got a raw deal because he was just there filming as a favor to Ricky. He's trying to sell his house, and then Reverend Hugh Barker, Michael Fazio, really got on Blind Owl's case.
Yeah. Well, I totally agree. I think that too. I think Michael got the wrong end of the stick. Sure, the building code wasn't adhered to.
There's no building code.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Michael Fazio's right in that respect, but I think Blind Owl copped unnecessary. He was just like you say. He was facilitating. He was just filming because he wanted obviously to add to his channel, but also put Ricky's place out there for some unsuspecting person that might buy it. I don't.
Yeah, Blind Owl, he doesn't really mess with anybody. I mean,
nah. Yeah, you're right. I actually like the guy. I mean, okay, he's fucking. I don't know. He's got a lot of supporters. That's all I can say.
He gets these little boxes every now and then. And he's
I actually
probably once a week.
I was a Patreon. I was on a Patreon up till this month. Actually, I cancelled it after watching some more videos. I sort of thought, fuck this, But I sponsored him. I supported him for a wee while. Patreon.
Yeah, I like Dan. I mean, he's got a tough way to go. I mean, and he seems to be doing all right, and he doesn't really bother anybody. I know he don't like his
he doesn't get an allowance, does he? Or he does?
No, he relies solely on fucking on his channel. As far as I understand, he doesn't get any retirement or anything like that. He's not a burden to America, and I think he's a strange guy in that respect. I think he wanted to go and live in the hills and see Bert at one stage in the early days. I don't know. He's not. He's a survivor. What do you call it? Survivalist.
Hold on, I have to. Let me. Hold on. So the thing is, guys, I have to. This is what I don't. I'm actually on my phone, and I have to hit the phone all the time to get the comments to come up. And I'm having a conversation at the same time. I'm not ignoring you guys. I just. It's different when you're on a phone. I'm not in front of my computer. I can't see everything. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here at the window where I can smoke because I don't smoke in my room. My computer is.
Copping a bit of flack, mate, for not taking more notes of the room.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not ignoring you guys, man. Like I'm not a good multitasker.
Well, what are they saying that's important?
So Pikachu Army says, Thunder, don't answer for Jay. Sit down and be quiet. He's a big boy. He's not answering for me. He can see the screen. I can't. So he's a moderator. He's just helping along with the show. So he's not answering for me. He's just trying to help out. And I understand, guys. I'm a bit lacking in that department. Expat in Training says, Jay, can you send you a box? Ken, I don't know what you're going to put in there, but
a box of fluffies,
a box of condoms,
a box of Bush, a box of condoms,
some
DB. We got here Vitrix.
Hey, did you guys
see? Busy paying attention to pussy rather than the show. Okay.
Have you guys seen Frank's new video?
Who?
The chair?
I didn't see it. What's that all about?
Oh, he's talking about RRR radio. Pretty funny.
He's still having a dig at him, is he?
He can't stay out of the mix. He keeps saying, I'm not getting involved in the chismes, but he's right back in it. I'm just waiting for Dave's rebuttal.
Well, who cares? Let them do what they're fucking good at doing. I don't care about the shows. I watch it and that's it now. No more commenting.
But I think Frank, he likes to stir up a bit too as well, you know what I mean?
Oh, well, everyone's the same, really. We all have an opinion, but, it does get tiring.
Look, I've got nothing against Frank at all. I don't really, I've never had any beef with him or whatever. Actually, sometimes he actually comes into our show here on the Shill and comments. I've seen him in there. And he's pretty cool. He's not vulgar or anything like that. He just says what he has to say, and that's about it. And I've seen him come in a few times, actually, quite a few times. So he's not a bad guy, really. You know what I mean? Well, I don't think he is anyway. Other people have different opinions.
Well, they all seem to have that negative opinion about him. I'm like you. I don't give a fuck. He's all right. I've subbed to him. I like listening to him. It's a bit like Focus Photo in that respect because, Focus Photo, dear. Well, they have similar interests or targets.
Yeah, well, isn't Frank in the Philippines at the moment?
Yeah, he's doing his own thing. It's all started way back. What was that drama over some woman fucking?
Yeah, I remember. I didn't really take much notice.
It was all crappy anyway. It was over some woman in Florida fucking got her panties in a twist because
it went on for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think she died. I think she died or something. No great fucking loss anyway. Oh.
You shouldn't say that.
Shit! Sorry, I was thinking out loud.
That's not good.
Well, there'll be a big inquiry now.
Yeah, don't say that. It's not good for. Look, as much as some of the things I don't like All these YouTubers and stuff they say and all the rest of it, I don't wish death on them, you know what I mean?
Nah. Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'd be quite shocked if something happened to them. I'd be like, oh, fuck, you know.
Oh, no, I wasn't wishing death. It happened, apparently. I don't know. I don't... No great loss, I just said. That was all. I wasn't wishing anything.
I'm just staring.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens when old Mr. Larry gets back, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's something else, man. I watched a few of his videos.
There's another one, Larry, that's just come out. I don't know. It might be all right to watch now. It wasn't before, but yeah, looked like something about some Filipino in a nightclub or something.
Oh, geez.
It's the latest one. You'll see it there, but it was it hadn't been cleared to view yet.
When's he come back?
I'm not sure. He said a few months, didn't he?
Oh, the flame up, flame on. Well, at the end of that bottle, and he fucking blew my fucking finger off. Mix some bit of water with that. Oh, shut up. Now the dogs are starting. Well, when he comes back, I suppose there's going to be more action.
Well, he'll just carry on. No one will. It's not. I can't. To be honest, unless they go ahead and team up and lay a complaint, nothing will happen.
Maybe Zero will put a whipping on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anything's going to happen out of it, to be honest with you.
Nah, it's die a natural death. He'll keep stirring it up. He'll keep putting out videos, rubbing it in everyone's face. But, you know, at the end of the day, he knows it's all piss and wind. I think what he did was wrong and something should have been done about it. But, like, as what will happen with everything else, it will be all talk, no action. Yeah.
There's a lot of talk, no action, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, we know that, don't we? Look out, blow ass. Fucking.
Just grab some ice, boys. Put in my refreshing drink. One hell of a refreshing drink. Oh, that dog starts every time at the same time every day.
Come on, Joe. You're an animal lover.
Oh, I do love animals.
There's one good point about old Frankie boy. He's fucking an animal. He likes dogs. He adopted that stray dog. Remember that? No. You don't remember that? Okay, well he did. He's got a dog. So he's an animal lover.
Where's the dog? In the Philippines?
Yeah. It was a stray dog. Fucking, I can't think of the name of it. Papilla or some fucking thing.
Fuck, I've got a stray dog ear I feed every fucking night.
I'm just stating that he's obviously an animal lover.
The thing is, I just don't like throwing scraps in the bin because your bin ends up stinking and the cats will get in there and the stray dogs anyway and pull your fucking bin open. And pull all your shit out and you wake up in the morning, it's all over the fucking ground.
No, well, you'll just
I'd rather just give them the scraps anyway and just put a bowl out there and a bowl of water for them. Just let them have it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pat them or anything or cuddle the fucking things or anything. It's not my dog like back at home.
Yeah, who's that?
You can't waste food, you know. If there's food left over, just give it to the fucking dogs.
So whereabouts are you, Mark? Just out of interest, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, Adelaide.
Oh, you're in Adelaide. Okay.
Is it cheaper to live in, is Adelaide cheaper to live than Melbourne?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Hedgenut, I'll send you a link, man. I think we've got you on email, have I? I got you on email or have I got you on Facebook? Let me have a look here. I can't remember.
Well, we get the links pretty good now, so they work quite well.
I got him on Facebook.
Bit of organisation for the channel.
Just trying to think. Guys, did you send it to me from email or was it your Facebook? I can't remember.
Expat and training, yeah. Only the smaller grey kangaroos, mate. You wouldn't want to pat a bloody red kangaroo.
You wouldn't want to fucking go anywhere near a kangaroo, would you?
Not a red.
They look cute and cuddly until you fucking get within striking range and get a fucking good kick.
On Facebook, I can't find it. Where is it? Jesus.
Yeah, that's the problem. People think kangaroos are just cute, but they're bloody dangerous.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They'll disappear pretty quickly.
What the hell was that movie a few years ago where the kangaroo grabbed the bag of money and they were chasing them all around Australia trying to get the money? You guys remember that movie?
Not.
Oh, here it is.
Kangaroo Jack or something like that, or Outback Jack, or.
Oh, I laughed.
You know what's a good movie, man? You want to watch? Have you seen Red Dog? It's an Australian movie called Red Dog.
No, I haven't.
Have a watch of that movie. You'll probably cry though.
I thought you were going to say Skippy. Skippy the bush kangaroo.
Yeah.
Okay, tonight I've sent
Skippy.
You
remember that?
Email, mate.
Skippy.
Yeah, that was just
that would change the kangaroo because it would get too big.
I never used to watch that fucking show. I thought it was a joke.
Skippy the bush kangaroo.
Hey, you guys.
That's showing my age.
The young fella black and white. The young fella picks up the phone and goes, "What's that, Skip? Dad's crashed the helicopter into the fucking into the hill. I'm on my way." What the fuck? Skip knows how to use the phone, does he?
I remember when it was black and white. That's how sad I am.
Do they have one of those kangaroos, from the wilderness come into the city? It's in the States here, like a deer will into, they'll be chasing it around.
Shit, we got a bad line, haven't we, today?
I think Larry's connection is up and down.
Your fiber's a bit off there, Larry.
The optic's not connecting.
Well, we've lost them.
It's probably rebooting.
Yeah, probably got a brownout or something in the middle of the wopsy.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. The further you get out, the worse it is for internet. But we're pretty lucky here, man, to have optic fibre. It's been great.
Probably one of the reasons why you've got good fibre there too is because of the IT park and that new hospital that opened
up. But IT park is a long way away from us.
Yeah, but the fibre run, they run the cables. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's probably why you've got it a lot stronger because you're getting good speeds in Cebu, eh?
Yeah, we've got 20 megabytes per second, unlimited fibre.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, for Philippines, we're 700, 800 and something, I think was the last time I tested it. That's download. Upload's about 500. Okay. That's fucking fast, mate. Downloading movies in a couple of minutes. It's fucking big gigabyte files.
Yeah, that's pretty quick, actually.
Yeah, fuck it is quick, mate. Trust me, it's fucking real quick. And we don't we power 3 computers, internet TV, the 2 mobile phones are hooked into it.
So this Demi Blunts wants to come on the show, but he says, "I'd like to come on the show. Am I blocked again?" No, you're not blocked. If you're blocked, you wouldn't be able to speak, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's no way the link's been posted in the room, so you'll have to give you his email or whatever. If he wants to come on and have a chat.
Yeah, you'd have to message me on Facebook, and I'll send you the link to your email. Message me on Facebook and send the link. I'll send the link to your email.
More than welcome.
You can't be putting it out there.
We fucking learned our lessons.
Yeah, he's not on Facebook. Well, you're going to have to post your email in the chat section, and I'll email you the link.
I think this Pachenko guy is just a troll.
Oh, I'll just give him a boot then. If they start talking negative, boot the fuckers. We're not
Demi, mate,
hold on
a minute. Demi, if you want to come on, put your email in the chat, and I'll send you the link. That's all good. It's all good.
But you have to behave and no showing porn. Got it?
Yeah. I'm not putting my email out there for
everyone to see. Well, we can't help you out then if you can't we can't send you a link. How can we?
Well, then go to the About section on this channel, and you'll see my email there. You can email me.
Yeah, that's good.
How's that sound?
Hey, I'm getting a noise. What's that fucking noise? Did you get that noise?
Mm.
Yeah. I think it's just someone leaves.
Oh, no, someone logged in. Okay. See, I'm on my phone too because I'm lazy. Can't be going to the computer.
Afternoon, all.
Afternoon.
What are you doing?
I'm going to make myself a bacon and egg sandwich in a minute.
Nice. That reminds me.
I just woke up, right?
I'll send you an email and I'll send you the link.
You're getting like fucking Barry. You mean you just got out of fucking bed now? You're in the Philippines too, aren't you?
You had a late night last night.
Yeah, I'm in Darwin.
Oh, you're in Darwin. Okay, sorry.
I did Jay's trick last night. I went to sleep. And then right at the end of the show, you could actually see my avatar coming up as I'm snoring.
Oh, Jesus.
I drank half a box of beer too, so I was pretty wasted.
And what's happening at the top of the fucking Australia?
Nice sunny. It's sunny and beautiful, but the whole town's having pretty much an economic meltdown, eh?
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go. All right, the link is sent to you there, Tyler Bays. Sent to your email.
I'll tell you how bad it is, right? The industrial vacancies, right? 24%.
What's the population in Darwin? Is it half a million?
No, about 120,000 in the town.
Okay.
And the total for the whole territory is about 250,000.
It's grown a lot.
It's only a small place, really.
Yeah, it's probably the size of Wellington by the sounds of it.
I think Wellington would be bigger, right?
Yeah, we've probably got about 450.
Can I say something here? Just let me say something for a minute. Demi, it's not hard to go to the About section of this channel, you'll see my email there. You can send me your email, and then I can send you the link. I'm not going to put it into the chat. I refuse to do that anymore. Now, Tyler Blaze just sent me his email, and I sent him the link. So, not hard to do. You just send my email in the about section. Send me an email. Tell me who you are. I'll send you the link.
Who are you? Where you from?
Who are you? We want to know all about you.
Yeah.
Just easier that way instead of chucking links out there. Stuff like that. So you had a bit of a snooze there, had you not, huh?
Yeah, man.
Now it's cold.
So where's this other guy? Is he coming on or what?
No, one said he won't put his email in there. Another link in there, but they're crazy to put a link in there these days.
Well, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter if someone tries to send you an email and harass you. All you do is put it in the spam folder, and it'll just go to the spam folder.
Yep, that's it.
Right? It's simple. You just go click.
Look, the other guy emailed you, didn't he?
Yeah, the one guy sent his email in there.
Yeah, I sent him the link.
Okay.
Maybe he comes on.
Well, what do he ask for the link if he's not coming on?
Well, maybe he's getting Pornhub up and ready.
Get ready on the eject button.
Quite weird behaviour.
Yeah.
It's a bit like the guys in there now trying to start arguments. It's like,
well, if they
over the internet.
You're
talking about in the room there.
Pikachu Army, you're welcome to come on. Why don't you come on and say what you need to say? You know?
Any negative comments in the room, boys, will be deleted.
Well, I let the negative comments go through as long as they don't get too nasty. I don't give a shit what they say. I mean, it's water off a duck's back. You know,
it depends. As long as they're not picking on individuals or picking on people. I mean, you know, to a point, I'm saying.
Yeah, that's it.
We got plenty of other channels that they can go and do that shit to. If they really want to. If they got a legit complaint or comment, then that's fine. If they hate my sexy voice, well, tough.
Okay, I got to read Pikachu Army's comment. He says, "We make subs and view time, but put out to pasture. Do they think they call the shots? Listen to them." Well, we're not asking you to be here, mate.
Yeah, if you don't like it,
you know,
go away.
You're quite welcome to come on the show, but by all means, if someone's got a problem with, you know, you don't have to be here. But
that's what I don't understand about them. You know,
you got to remember, I'm not making any money off this. Being, you know, called view time and views and all that sort of stuff. I don't make money out of it all.
That's what I don't understand. They come on the chat room and talk like that. For what purpose? It's just a waste of time. They might as well go to the other channel and fucking talk shit if that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
This is the only channel that will. This is the only channel that will allow them to come on a panel if they dare. But if they don't want to do that, then you know that's fine too. Just keep it seamless, lads.
Yeah.
That's all.
You know who I wouldn't mind getting on the show is
that Terry was a good value on the show the other night. I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah, Terry's come on a few times.
Yeah, well,
Michael Fazio, I wouldn't mind trying to get Michael. I don't know if he does it, but
nah,
good to get him on.
Yeah, he'd be interesting, but I don't think he would partake in it. But yeah, go on.
The only thing is interested in that MGTOW stuff, it's not for me.
Yeah, but he explained it quite well. He actually isn't as MGTOW as what as like when he was explaining. Like I got a wrong impression about him when I first heard about him, but after hearing him talk, he's not that abusive towards Filipinos in general. He was when he explained it that it was his subs that were apparently there were some earlier videos that I never saw anyway, but just the way he explained it, I thought, well, he seems all right. But anyway,
we'll read some comments, and Pikachu says, "Why try to talk to you, Jay, but you won't look in the chats?" Richard is right. Well, what do you want to talk about? Come on, what's the question? Rather than looking at the chat. And I'm looking at you. Got no attention. Any questions? Just fire away. I'm all ears. You have my full attention.
And we'll all shut up so you can fucking say what you have to say.
Answer some questions. It's question time. Q&A.
All right. Q&A. Here we go.
That time of the day on the Shill where it's Q&A. So I give you guys a chance in the chat section to ask questions, and we will answer it.
And the first question...
Should have a half an hour Q&A every day.
Yeah. And the first question...
To keep the subs at bay.
First question goes to, what's his name? Puche.
Let's talk about big booty hoes. Well, you know what? I'll tell you a story what happened last night to me, guys. So this is a freshie. This is a fresh one. I had this girl coming around. She has a nice big booty. She works at the bank, actually. And she was on her way here, and out of nowhere, I hear this other girl coming, walking through the gate, and I thought it was her, and she comes to the front door. It was a totally different girl from fucking a few days ago. I'm like, what are you doing here? And she goes, I just thought I'd come over and visit. I'm like, fuck. And she actually knows Barry's girl. They're actually cousins, actually. And I've gone next door to Barry. I said, did you know about this? This is when I mute the mic, you know what I mean? He goes, no, I don't know anything about this. I'm like, fuck. And I had to call the other one up. Not call her, text her and say, you can't come around. Another girl dropped up. And she cracked the shit sort of and said, it's okay. I said, well, it wasn't my fault. She just turned up here. So I told her the truth.
It's probably better than my excuse would have been, I'm just going to the mall. Traffic.
And Rocky Star, AKJ again, wins the Dancing Girls. Well, might be a weekend thing, I think. Got a few in the pipeline.
What we've got to do on that, just jumping in there for a second, what we're going to have to do is have to read up on the rules and regulations and see what we can get away with.
Well, if you can put them in bikinis, it's all right.
Yeah, I think
if they're in their underwear and bra, it's not. A bikini's exactly the same fucking thing. It's just different material.
I don't know if that is that specific, as in what you're saying, underwear and bikini, because I've seen a few channels that have got that shit on their channels anyway.
Yeah, but I've seen quite a few channels where they have them in bikinis, and it seems to be all right.
There's thousands of billions of fucking views and all sorts of things. Some chick fucking running around in her panties, fucking, there's got like 1 million views. I thought, fuck. So they can't be that bad. Just be interesting to see what the. I reckon do that competition, eh? I reckon that would justify it too. Fucking have that competition. Like, fucking have some prize money. Fucking first, second, and third. Have them dancing, and we can vote for the winner.
Vote for the winner.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I reckon that'd be a good one. They can dance on a pole in their bikini or whatever. And lingerie. That's it, lingerie.
I'll get a cast iron fucking pole, Dynabolts and the roof of the ceiling.
I'm serious. I'm sure it can be done. I fucking know it can be done. I haven't seen it on a YouTube channel, but I've seen it on others. So here we go. We got a new person arrived. Taylor Blaze.
There we go. He's here. How you going,
Taylor?
Taylor?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you might have to hang on. Talking to your mic a bit more, and I'll turn up the volume. So.
Can you hear me?
Just wait up. I'll turn your volume up a bit more on the control panel. Just hold on a second. All right, you had full volume. Just talking to your mic. Just talking to your mic a bit more, man.
I am.
A bit
Hold on.
louder.
Let's see if I can turn it up on this end. Can you hear me?
He's muted it. You muted it.
I didn't.
No, he did. Oh no, he's.
How about now?
Yeah, that's better.
Hear me now?
Yeah, that's a bit better.
What's up, guys?
Not much. How you going?
Good. It took me a while to get on. The computer was acting up.
Where you from?
I'm actually in Washington State right now, near Seattle.
All right. Do you come to the Philippines or?
I do. I'm married a Philippine. I've been going back and forth since 2008.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's good.
What part of the Philippines?
Angeles City and Tarlac and Manila.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I lived in Angeles City for about 3 years, and then my wife, and then I just ended up bringing my wife back here to the States, and we've been just going back and forth the past 5-6 years.
Okay. And how's that working out for you?
Doing good.
Yeah, good. Good. It's nice to hear some positives in life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Right.
I actually miss it. I haven't. Hopefully, I come back in December.
Yeah, we'll be here. Always are. So, how long have you been watching the channel for?
I don't know, off and on a couple of times. I haven't had a whole lot of time. I logged on and was listening.
What drew you to the channel? The drama?
No, I don't like drama. I mean, drama's sometimes, but drama's just a bunch of talk.
Yeah, you're right there, mate.
It gets a bit old after a while.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it drama free now, but every now and again we might have an odd comment.
Drama can be fun and okay once in a while, but when it gets too out of hand, it's just dumb.
Yeah, you're right there, Tyler.
Yeah, I agree.
After a while, you just want to hit the person in the nose,
Yeah, that's it. Do you listen to Barry's channel?
I went on it one time, but no.
Okay.
A little bit here and there. I just logged on like a month ago. I just logged on in the Philippines, and I've watched a few people here and there.
Yeah, well, back in the
that video, I just started watching the videos of that Larry guy. That guy's crazy. That guy's brash, man. There's no shame to his kid.
Yeah. I mean, you're right about that.
Anybody and everybody, man. Wow.
He's loose, man.
He's making a name for himself now.
You know what though? Just my opinion. A guy like that won't. If he stays in the Philippines for a long period of time, he won't live very long.
No, you're probably right there too.
He'll mess with the wrong girl and use the wrong girl in the family, and it's just not a very good thing to do,
Yeah, you got that right.
Because you can just tell he just uses girls, which is, I mean, their own, but he's just going to mess with the wrong one or hurt the wrong one or, or do something, and it's not going to be a good outcome.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's okay to do things, but he's too brash about it. Wow.
Yeah, well, he's broken a few laws with his filming of it and everything too, Especially if he didn't get their permission, and he probably doesn't realise it, but he can get blacklisted if anything comes of it. Meaning he can't come back in.
Yeah, I can't see that happening though with what he's done so far.
Well, it goes back to whether Chixie and Maya there lay that complaint. But yeah, you're right. If nothing gets said or done, he'll just carry on. And Tyler's right. Sooner or later, he'll do it to the wrong girl, and the family will give him a bit of a barangay welcome, and we'll probably be reading about it in the paper.
Yeah. They'll either find him or he'll be missing.
Just goes missing one day, and that's it. And we'll be at that. Yeah, I don't hate the guy or anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't really bother me.
But if you watch him, it's just amazing. He's just like so fluent. It's like he's weird. He just walks up to people and just starts talking.
Tyler? Did you watch his latest video? The one with the fat American girlfriend. He called it.
You know that. You know what? That girl either works it or something. That is not his girlfriend.
Yeah. No, well, you saw the money that he paid.
I think they were probably parties. And, hey, I'll give you $100 video, and you act like you're my girl. You know, she just don't look like his type, and yeah.
No, I think he's been friends with her for a long time since they were younger. That's what I could sort of see.
Mutton dressed as lamb.
Could all be an act.
She definitely looked okay. Just take her face away.
Yeah. He got
That's some nice fucking fake ass titties.
Oh yeah, nice rat.
They were blockbusters, those motherfuckers.
Not bad of a body, but her face is, man, it's like.
I'd saddle it up, take it for a run. For sure. I like this shit.
Definitely.
I think she's coming over with him.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he implied. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, at first I thought it was some sort of call girl or something, because when he flashed all that money, I thought, oh yeah, she looked like she was on drugs anyway. She didn't look like she was all there.
She claimed she was a banker.
Yeah, that's right.
End of the day, if he brings her, it'll be a waste of money, and she'll come back in 3 days.
It's like, have you heard the saying? It's like bringing coal to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or tea to China.
Or tea to China, yeah. Or selling a fridge to an Eskimo. Why would you bring that?
Someone here alluded that he works for the sperm bank.
Yeah.
Sperm bank. There you go.
Fucking Havoc's in the house.
Havoc, fucking Jay would fuck a kangaroo if someone held the fucking feet. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, Steve, I'd fuck you if someone held your feet. with no hat on, mate. I'm going in dry, Steve. I'm going in dry.
Oh fuck! Please, I'm about to have dinner. Come on.
Hey, Fives, I sent you a link, man. And I'll send Steve a link too as well.
Oh, do you have to?
He's such a gentleman. Such a gentleman.
We won't get a word in.
Yeah, you will.
Just turn Steve's volume down.
He's all right.
Yep, just turn his volume down, Jay, from the control panel. A couple of decibels lower than all of us. And it would be like normal. Hey, Steve, what's happening, brother? Where are you?
There you go, Steve. I sent you the link to your email.
We're over here, Steve. Do they have emails where Steve's from?
Yeah, he's got an email. He's got an email.
Yeah, Steve's in Indiana, I think.
Yeah, he's in Indiana, yeah.
Vast variety of people on today.
Yeah. And Fives has sent you a link to as well, man.
Yeah.
Who's your wife talking to there?
Oh, they fucking... It's like fucking chickens in the background. Is she on the
phone, or is there like two women?
Yeah, she's on the phone.
Wow.
Friend in Canada. Her cousin in Canada or something.
How much is that costing you?
Nothing, it's free.
Is it?
It's on via internet.
Ah.
No one uses telephone to make cold calls nowadays.
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, probably Messenger or for Skype or whatever. I don't know what you do.
Viber.
Yeah, or Viber, yeah. Viber's a good one. I like it.
Viber.
Can you turn your volume down, dear? Okay. Thank you. Love you. Fucking can't. They can't hear. They're zoned in. It's like you just don't exist. Once they start, you're in the background.
Oh, we're going to be expecting training.
So what else is happening out in that room? Who else is fucking offering some conversation there?
Oh, the boys just seem to be talking amongst themselves at the moment.
Well, that's good. All behaving, I hope.
Expat reckons he'd be down for doing a koala, right? Man, he's in for a flipping surprise there.
Mate, they're vicious.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Steve's here. Everyone. Steve. Are you over there? Do they have that over there?
Yeah.
Well, turn your fucking YouTube off.
Me?
Yeah. There's something in the background making a noise.
That's your wife, Mike.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Turn your wife off.
No, it seems more...
Mute her.
No, I don't have anything running in the background. It's not me.
Okay, must be here then. Hey!
It's your wife. Turn your wife off.
I can't.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
You know what happens when they start talking? Just grin and bear it, guys. I'll keep it as quiet as I can.
If you guys in the chat have any questions, just throw them out there. One of us will do the chat box and relay it on Jay.
Yeah.
We'll answer them for you.
Yeah, if you got any questions.
What are you guys talking about?
Nothing in general.
Oh.
Just talking shit as usual.
We've got a new panel member today, Steve. Tyler. He's from Washington State. There you go. He's decided to come on and have a chat with the boys.
Washington State, that's up by Alaska, right?
Oregon.
They just said Mike's wife gave up on Campo.
Not from Washington, D.C., but Washington State, right?
Yep.
That's Canada, isn't it? Next to Canada.
Yeah, BC.
But where in the hell's Alaska at?
That's further on.
Washington.
Oh, okay.
You go through. Shit, even I know this. You go through Canada to fucking Alaska.
Well, we don't even. It's just like New Zealand. We don't even count that as being on Earth.
Yeah, you can drive to certain parts of Alaska to Canada.
I think Kev was married to an Alaska, like a what do they call them?
An Eskimo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was married.
Heard they like to rub noses.
I would have thought he would be married to a polar bear.
Imagine living in a fucking igloo, man. Fuck that.
He's big enough.
He's a big boy, old Kev, eh? You see those photos of him back when he was working in the mines up there. Fucking Jesus.
Yeah.
Who is it?
He was a big guy.
Who?
Kevin. Big Kev. Tito Kevin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen him. He is a big dude.
Yeah.
He's big still boy. A big dude.
Yeah.
Well, he's actually trying to lose a bit of weight.
He was a ball of muscle though when he was young.
Yeah.
Hi. Hey, stop it.
Yeah, Steve, put your wife on, will you?
Okay, come here, Shirley. I want to talk to you.
Come here, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Here, come here. Don't be. Now she's walking away. You know what she said to me the other night? I woke her up, I think, the night before last. She goes, "Are you going to argue with the coconut guy again?" She says, "What's that all about?" And I said, "Nothing. We're just having fun."
The coconut guy.
But she's brought that up several times today.
It's just YouTube banter.
If you want to say something, come here. Don't sit there and now she's trying to give me sign language. Come here if you want to say something to and walk away.
Yeah, when you put them on the spot, they want to come up and talk. When you put them on the spot, they get all shy.
Yeah.
They need to be shy on this channel. Anything goes.
As we've found out.
I told her, I said, you can put I blew my speakers up about a month ago or about 2 weeks ago. And I got headphones on. She can't hear what you're saying. She can hear what I'm saying. And I said, you can put the headphones on and talk to these people. And she's just too shy to do that. I'll get her to do it here in a minute. I will. I promise. I'll get the whip out.
Yeah, the problem is when she can hear what you're saying and she can't hear what we're saying, she's thinking that you're having a fucking blue. You're getting into a fucking fight with people.
No, she just want to know. I woke her up last night. Who's the coconut guy? You keep talking about the coconut guy. I said, just having fun on YouTube. Nothing, no big deal.
He doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's the problem. Too many guys take it seriously on here, and I don't understand,
Oh yeah, exactly. Steve, who is the coconut guy you kept talking about last night?
Well, Larry was just on here before, actually, but his internet was playing up.
Yeah, the sprinklers kicked on again. It's all hooked up to his Wi-Fi. The sprinkler, the coconut sprinklers, and everything's all hooked up to his Wi-Fi. When they kick on, it's game over until they're unwatered.
And Barry's fucking sleeping. 6 o'clock tonight.
I can't hear you, Jay. You're not. I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you real good now.
There we go. I got the microphone up here.
What'd you say about Larry?
No, I didn't say anything about Larry. I said Barry. I said Barry.
Oh, where is Barry anyway?
What do you think he's doing right now? Take one guess.
I don't know. Slamming the Bama, or I don't know what the hell he's doing.
He's sleeping like a bat.
Oh, he been up all night or something?
What else he do? Sleep his bicycle?
Yeah, well, you know, his patterns. He's sleeping during the day and he's up at night doing live streams.
You got Captain Coconut asking if we're talking about him.
No, we're not talking about you, Captain Coconut. Come on the show if you want, Captain Coconut.
Who the hell's
There's a Captain Coconut?
Who's that?
You started it, Steve.
Oh yeah, everything's my fault now. All right.
Captain Coconut. Oh, where's my smokes? Yeah. Demi Blunt says, "Where's Peter Van Diva?" Well, he's actually doing oops, there's the phone. He's actually doing some videos lately. Actually, he's back. Oh,
Is he?
No number.
Auto block. I don't know.
That
Oh.
Peter Van Diver, that was one of the first guys I ever watched a video on with him. That guy's weird.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that guy's fucking strange.
Is he still in the Philippines or
Nah, he's back in the States, I think.
back in the States?
Yeah.
Somebody I heard on one channel, somebody said he was in Kansas City homeless. That's what they said. I don't know.
Well, that's where he's from. So I guess he'd be
Missouri, isn't it? Missouri.
Yeah. Well, he's done a few videos lately, so he's back started vlogging again.
I know he did one video after everybody said he was back in the States, claiming that he was still in the Philippines, but I don't know whether he was or not.
Yeah, but the funny thing now when he makes his videos, you don't see him. It's just his voice.
Yeah.
No, he's definitely back in the States, guys. Definitely back.
Yeah, well, he's done a video where he's at different airports going back to the States. Pretty sure.
Oh.
He made it back home on his own.
I don't think
They're not going to let him back in.
it's true. He won't never be back. He won't.
No,
back in the Philippines. You don't know, though.
You don't know. If he gets enough money, he'll probably go back. Who knows?
Well, the story I heard, I don't know if any of this is true. I don't give a shit. But I heard that the United States government paid his whatever fee he owed that, and he went back to the States, and he's now banned from the Philippines. That's what I heard. I don't know.
Well, it's a bit like Big Kev. He just has to pay that money back so he can come back over.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Jay, you know what, though? I always heard that if you're in a country and your embassy has to send you back, I heard that they pull your passport forever, that you can never go anywhere.
Nah, they can't do that. That's human right. Anyone can have a passport.
But the Philippines.
Hang on, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyone can have a passport, but if you're not of character standard, depending on what country you want to visit, like if you're blacklisted from one country, there's probably a 90% chance that you won't be able to get into another country. But it depends on the circumstances, and all it means is, like with America, like with us guys, we can go to most countries in the world without getting a visa, but we're subject to conditions of entry into that country. If for some reason we don't stack up, we have to apply for a visa. So
I get it.
Yeah, so you might be blacklisted from one country, but if it's for overstaying, well then it doesn't necessarily mean that you won't get blacklisted. You might be allowed to go back to another country. It just depends on how and when and where. But you obviously got to pay the fee. I don't believe the American government would pay you the overstaying fees. I think.
Yeah, well, I'll use this as an example myself, man. I didn't pay my visa fees for 6 months. When I was going home, I just went and paid it. It was like, I don't know, 15, 16K or something like that. And they just stamped my thing, gave me my fucking, what's it called? What's it called after 6 months?
Clearance.
Exit clearance, stamped my thing. They asked me why I was late, and they laughed at me, actually. They were laughing. They pissed themselves laughing. They actually thought it was funny. And I said, oh, you know, I was up in the mountains. Lost track of time.
But
paid it, and that's it.
When you
the plane and fucking went up. And come back
when
again. you go to another country, you know how they stamp your passport.
Yeah.
If you're blacklisted, is there something stamped on that?
No, it's on the computer. It's on their system.
So it's not stamped on your passport that you're not welcome there, or that the officials know when you get off the plane?
Not as far as I know. You could like an example would be you could have an expired passport and get it, and you'll apply for a new passport, right? So you'll get your new passport and it'll be clean. So what would happen is you would jump on the plane and go back, but they'll have your details in their system, and it will come up like a flag. They call it a flag, and if your passport's been flagged, then that's when you'll get there, and that's when you'll find out. Oh, I'm not allowed in. And they'll either give you the option of paying the money and letting you in. Maybe it just depends. Every circumstance is different, but rule of thumb is, you can overstay. It's not a big crime, but you have to pay the fee. That's all. You have to. But if you're one of these guys that have run out of money and your government has to repatriate you back to the country, well then obviously you're going to be you're bonded to your government. Embassies don't make a habit of paying your way back, but what I don't think they do. I don't think they pay your way back. No. What they do is that there is a system probably where they're not going to leave you stranded because you're a citizen of their country, but there'll be a way that they'll say, okay, we'll get you back to the States, but you're going to be paying us back, sort of thing. I don't know. I can't comment because it's never happened to me. Well, the thing is, it makes sense. It's common sense. The thing is, Kevin has actually showed his passport on his live stream. He's still got his passport. I think when he comes back to the Philippines, he's got to have that money ready. When he comes through that gate and they say, hey, you owe us money from last time, and he just pulls it out and go, here it is. Yeah. I'll just go, okay, off you go. Yeah, He showed us his passport. Yeah, because he's got a new passport because his one has expired. He also showed his old one where it had the thing on it, which let him through the airport, so he can get back and get medical treatment. His old passport was no good. He had to get a new passport. So obviously he got a new passport. And I think American passports are what, 10 years? Are they 10 years valid? I'm guessing that. Well, Australia's 10 years. He was here for 13 years or something. Yeah. So so his passport's still good for another 8 years probably, or 7 years.
You said everybody gets a passport. There's some reasons here why you wouldn't get a passport. You're a felon, you don't get a passport. You're a child support, you don't get a passport. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, felon. If you have a felon on your record, you get a passport.
I'll put it to you another way. From our point of view, is we can have criminal records here, and you can still have a passport.
No. Here, as long as it's not a felony. But if it's a felony, you can't get a passport.
Okay, well that's I don't know. I'm not American, so I don't. I can only assume.
Child support. If you owe child support, you can.
Oh yeah. No, you can get a passport, but things like child support, you can't leave the country unless it's paid up.
Yeah.
And the same as fines. Like you might have a parking ticket. You might have a DIY or something. A fine. Well, if you don't pay your fine, once again, you can't leave the country. That's from New Zealand.
In the USA, if you owe child support, you can't even own your car. That title goes to the prosecutor. If you owe child support and you can't sell it,
Our tax department's the only one that can confiscate stuff like that, houses, and you can owe money for child support, but it comes out of how it works in our country is it comes out of your taxes. You know, you pay so much.
Yeah, every
whatever it is.
Tax return. Yeah, they take that. If you got any taxes coming back at the end of the year, they will take it.
Yeah, that's
Hey, so in Australia, if you're a felon, you still can get a passport?
Yeah, I'm a felon.
No, wow.
We're all felons, remember? We come from England, we're all criminals.
Yeah.
I thought everybody in Australia was mates.
We're all mates.
Yeah, you
Look,
can have.
I've been to prison, and I've got quite a few charges on my record for a lot of stuff, and yeah, I've got a passport, and I can go anywhere I want.
Yeah, it depends on the convictions, but certain countries.
Hey Jay, don't try to go to Canada then.
Well, Canada's a real staunch one when it comes to drink driving.
But hey, look, let's talk about this though, right? Even if people are fucking well-known fucking pedophiles, they still can get into other countries. So there you fucking go, mate.
I've got some mates with.
That guy from Australia, right? I don't know if you guys know his name, but he was from Australia, and there was another guy from America, and they went over to Cambodia and Philippines and done some nasty shit. They got arrested for it, and they were known fucking pedophiles, and they were still allowed to get on the plane and still allowed to go into that country.
Wow!
So it didn't stop them.
Change that, Jack. There's a register now.
Yes, sex offenders register.
Yeah, but they have to be
It seems to not stop them from travelling.
You can declare it, and it's up to the country of origin. Yeah, that you plan to enter that. It's at the end of the day, like Tyler mentioned, in Canada, they're really staunch on fucking drink driving. You get a drink driving conviction, it's like a fucking headache.
Oh, I'm fucked then.
Well, you're not fucked, but you have to apply for a visa from before you leave. Whereas if you didn't have that drink driving conviction, you can enter into the country on a tourist visa. You just got to declare it's like Australia is one of the staunchest countries to get into. You got to declare all your convictions in Australia.
Hey, I tell you what, it's hard to get in, but it's easy to get out.
Oh yeah. Take a boat.
They don't give a fuck. There you go.
I know two guys who are convicted from manufacturing explosives, and they got no hope.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Especially now with all this terrorism.
Speaking on all this, has anybody heard whether or heard any news about when B-Bots is going to trial?
Nah.
No.
I bet that guy does life. I bet he does.
He won't make it to court, I'm telling you. Anyway, it's going to take a few years before the Philippine justice system he gets to a court date.
You'll make 2 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Justice over there is slow, but fucking sure. You'll get he'll be in jail. It'll take him probably 2 years before he even comes up for.
They reckon it's banked up, man, big time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, I got another question about him. Was his wife ever charged, or they just let her slide?
Why would she be charged for what?
No, I don't know. I didn't know if she knew or was part of it.
No, I mean common sense would tell you that she's probably not part of it. I'd be highly surprised. And the other scenario is apparently she's in the States anyway, isn't she? So the rumor mill says.
Hey, if you guys listen to Peter Vanderveer's newest video, he says that there's not enough evidence to get him.
Yeah. Well, Peter V, he says some outrageous.
Peter knows all.
Yeah. No, they've got him lock, stock, and barrel. And don't worry, don't forget the aftermath is still to come. There'll be a few of his inner circle, whether they're from the States or Australia or New Zealand or England, whoever sent him money and facilitated in the carry on will get.
Oh yeah, they'll get all of them.
They'll get them too, and if they can be charged, they'll be charged in their own country.
That's why I was just wondering if his wife was in on it. I don't know how she couldn't know.
Well, mate, that's a pretty strong accusation to make.
No. But he spent a lot of time doing that.
Well,
and
not really.
And he put out videos.
Look, one thing about Asian and a lot of guys that marry Filipino wives, they fucking, if they're playing around, they're playing around. It's quite a common thing to have mistresses over there. A lot of Filipino guys are players, I suppose. I shouldn't really label that, but what I'm saying to it is, she may think that he was playing around, but whether she knew they were young people that's there's no way.
She'll be questioned to see if she does know anything.
Oh yeah, of course she will be, but I mean, I'll be surprised. She would, if she knew, I think she wouldn't be with him. Don't forget they had kids as well. From the outskirts, he looks like a normal family man. You got to remember that. He took his kids to soccer and all the rest of the bullshit.
And they said that I think I read that he has dual citizenship in the United States and the Philippines.
Yeah, that's true. He came from a poor country. I mean,
okay, how did he originally make all his money? Was it through B-bots or how did he get so much money that he owned a house in California and in the Philippines?
Well, he worked. He fucking grew up. The story I get told was he came from a poor part of the Philippines, right, in Manila.
Yeah.
And his mother married some guy, and that's okay. He's over there, right? He's in the States as a kid, growing up, and he got an education, and he became a doctor of all things, a foot doctor.
Wow.
So that's what I heard. I can't verify it, but seems to be the most common explanation. And so he worked in America. So he became a doctor and a foot doctor, and he obviously made money. And then he got into some trouble to do with his practice or something to do with some sort of fraud claim or something. And he decided that was it. He got struck off the register and took his family, packed up, and went back to the Philippines. So that's what I've been told. Whether someone else probably might know more, but that's to the guts of it, And then from there, he started up his dating agencies, his model agencies, and his pedophile fucking channels, and that was it. He'd been going for years. The problem is, like what Peter V was trying to say, possibly was they didn't have the evidence to close him down. It's the only time evidence came to light where they had proof enough to arrest him was when the parents of these two girls complained to the police, and that was how they got set up the sting to catch him. Now that he's been caught and charged with these various offences, then obviously as the investigation goes on, things will come out. And I believe that Interpol or the FBI or whatever you call it in America will be searching servers and because he had obviously his services and websites are based in America, so that they'll be searched for some sort of cyber crime, and that's what we'll sit back and wait, I suppose.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people go down with him. I guarantee you that.
Did you see the video of Says Style? He was mad that Ned guy said that him and B-Bots were friends.
Yeah, well, fucking that's obviously bullshit. I mean, we discussed this the other fucking day. I mean, Says Style had nothing to do with B-Bots whatsoever.
Yeah, he threw him under the bus.
He did not. Ned would say that.
Well, this is that Ned. Maybe Ned. I'm not making excuses for what Ned said. He took the videos down. He should apologise to Seth and Jay. But well, whatever happens, happens. But he must have just been having a bad day. See, Ned's such a big channel that he's what he says can influence a lot of people, and that's where the problem lies. You know, Ned had no right to say what he said. He had no facts to back it up. It was just, I don't know. I don't know what the excuse could be. Maybe he was just having a bad day. But Ned, I don't know Ned that well. I don't believe his channel's that good anyway. It's second-hand news, as far as I'm concerned. That's all. He reads news
just being a cunt.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did term that. Yeah, he was a cunt. He was a cunt to say what he said about Sears and what he said about you two. But at the end of the day, Sears just being accused of it is really bad, because you can't shake that image. See, here you are, Tyler, talking about it now. So that's an example of how this guy's defamed them. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact that him saying it is causing Sears problems. Even though we know for 100% that Sears has nothing to do with it.
I've never
had anything.
But I think he's a pretty cool guy. I like his videos.
Yeah, but the fact that you not, I'm not going at you for saying it, but I'm just saying that's my proof of how something Ned can say can affect other people, you know, even though it's not true. It's hard to get it. But at the end of the day, it's what's done's done. Hopefully, people will move on from it.
I don't think that Says Styles is hurt in any way now. I mean, all four of those videos, he made two taken down, and Seth was talking about going to court, and all of a sudden that shit was gone. Nobody agreed with Seth Styles that I knew, that I heard anywhere.
What do you mean? At the end of the day,
they were on his side about throwing him under the bus, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, at the end of the day,
said he was getting a bunch of death threats.
Well, at the end of the day, there's a small majority of people that would do that, you know, because they'll listen to someone else and make their opinion, and then try and attack another guy for no reason.
Yeah, that's horseshit.
Yeah. So Sears has every right. I believe Sears did have a case to answer to, as far as getting Ned. I'm talking about, as far as suing Ned. You know, because that's bad. That's the ultimate thing that you could say about someone that's not true. You know, and
just because you interviewed somebody, nobody really knew, right? I mean, nobody really knew for sure what the hell this guy was doing.
Oh,
right?
No. People knew what he was like, Steve.
I understand.
But the problem is, you guys in America have this constitutional right that protects freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and all that. You see, and that's where the problem lies.
We used to till Trump won, and nobody wants to honor that anymore.
But at the end of the day, you can accuse someone, but unless you actually have real proof, and don't forget. What we saw, even though we know that in hindsight we knew that he was like that, there was no proof, because no one could get into that next level of I call it the inner circle. Once you got into that, that was when you were getting shown all the dirty photos and all the movies and all the rest of the crap. Yeah, you had to pay $300 or $400 to get into his circle, and even then, he was.
I never did that. Huh?
He would verify each member that wanted to become a sponsor. Don't worry about that. Pedophiles are sneaky buggers. That's why they take so long to catch them, because they're grooming, and they're a lot of them are fucking, probably you could say, intelligent people. You know what I'm saying? And high paying jobs, and they're hard to catch. You know what I'm saying? There was many a times that people have accused him of being this and that, and you have to listen to some of the interviews to get appreciation of what B-Bots was like. He was a hard fish to deal with.
Yeah.
You know, he had a loyal bunch of people behind him. I mean, Jay can tell you exactly what happened when we had the big debate. So I'll let Jay tell you about that, Steve.
Oh, it's just hard to get an answer out of him. He wouldn't answer anything.
You're talking about Baybots?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about when he managed to close the channel down. Remember?
I didn't know Jay had a debate with him. Is that what you're saying, or did I misread that?
Have you got that video, Jay? Let him go back and look at the video. He obviously hasn't seen it.
It's just I just provide the platform so they could do the debate, and it's just hard to get a straight answer out of the guy, and he dances around the questions and stuff like that, and it's hard to get anything out of him where you can go, gotcha. You know what I mean? He's very smart like that.
Yeah, well, when you also look at this type of thing, everybody knows about Subway from the United States, right? Or most of the people here on the panel?
Yeah, everyone knows about Subway.
You remember, what's his name, Jared? He's in prison now. He was basically going through a guy like Bebots to New York City. He was fucking 14 and 16-year-old girls. And he got busted for it. And he's in prison now.
Yeah, right.
You've all heard that story, haven't you?
I've heard a bit about it, but yeah.
Jared, he was a big fat guy, like weighed 300 and some fucking pounds, and then he was going to college, and he ate at Subway every day, the fresh veggie bullshit, whatever, and lost all this weight, and they hired him. And he's like the spokesman for him for fucking like over 10 years. And he was married, had a family and everything. He's just like Bebots. But he'd make a phone call. And there's somebody else here. He's from Indiana. There's somebody else here that he was associated with. They both got busted for child porn on the computer, and people actually, parents and the fucking young kids actually testified against him. He's doing major fucking time. Both of them are in prison.
Jay?
Yeah.
Boho wants the link, mate. Can you email him the link, please?
I'm just trying to work out, did he send it for me through Facebook or his email?
I'm not sure, but he's listening now. I'm sure he'll answer in the chat.
All right, guys, I'm going to have something to eat. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Email. He said email.
I'm just trying to work out which fucking email it is.
Who's coming on?
The whole dude.
The whole dude, but I can't work out which email it is. That's the thing. I need a bit of a
Get him to email you, Jay. It's probably the easiest. That way you know where he is.
Yeah.
Don't weaken. Don't put it in the room.
No, I won't. I'll put my email out here because it doesn't matter. It's my email is actually on my channel for people to see. It doesn't really matter anyway.
It's a knife and fork.
In the cupboard, mate.
Huh?
In the drawers.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
There you go. There's my email, the whole dude. Just send it to there. I'll send you back the link. I still haven't done the text file yet.
Jay said the knives and forks are in the drawer. Yeah. Oh, okay. I got it. Thanks, Jay.
No worries, mate.
Yeah. Did you tell him? Did you? Okay. He might come around and do the dishes later.
Not a chance.
Not a chance in the world. Okay. Okay, just scream out if you need me. I'm going to mute now.
this is the right email. Bear with me, guys. All right. All right, send you the email. I'm pretty sure this is you. Fucking Jago Bobo sent me an email. Wants to come on the panel. Fuck off. Jago Bobo, you come on the panel, you don't say nothing, mate. I'm not wasting my time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put you in the spam folder. I'm going to have to put you in the spam folder.
I'm having trouble hearing everything.
Spam folder, my whole guy is in, like Flynn.
Oh, man. It was a good day today. It was a good day today, guys.
You see Sharpie? Sharky?
No, it wasn't that. Oh shit! Hold on. I gotta mute my shit. Hold on. God damn it. No, it wasn't that good. I didn't see the old shark guy, but I made $10,000 US today in about 3.5 hours.
Wow! What bank did you rob?
I took a short flight down to Florida, and I had a $10,000 golf bet with God damn it! I just went blank now. What the hell is it? O.J. Simpson, and I beat his ass. So O.J. Simpson gave me $10,000 cash, and I walked out. That son of a bitch took a flight home. And I'm sitting here, laying in my bed with a cigar. Easy money, eh?
The Goldberg family's going to sue you for it.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. I gotta get off here. Fuck. I forgot about those fucking Jews. Jesus Christ.
I hope you're wearing a knife-proof jacket.
No, I didn't have any of his memorabilia, so he treated me like a gentleman. So.
Well, that's good, mate. 10,000.
Yeah, I wish, eh?
Sneeze at that.
I think you're having a left of you, Jay.
Yeah, I know. I know that.
I think OJ will be watching these P's and Q's from now on, eh?
You would hope so.
You know the graffiti that was getting around after he got convicted?
No.
Or when he didn't get convicted. It's now legal to kill white bitches.
Look, I'd just say, look, just be worried if you see him walking towards you and he's wearing gloves that are too small.
Well, he's out and about now, so.
Just shows you what you can get away with, though, if you've got good lawyers.
That's it. Hold on, I'm just typing a message, guys, so you're going to have to fucking get a show there. My mum's messaging me, so I've got to.
How are you doing tonight, Thunder?
Yeah, mate. Yep.
I should say afternoon for you, huh?
Yeah, it's 3:40 p.m.
Yeah, okay.
The sun's out, thankfully.
What, you've been getting a lot of rain, or?
Yeah, a lot of cold weather. It's winter here.
Really? I was going to ask you the temperature. You're going to tell me some Celsius bullshit. What is it Celsius for high?
I'm not even sure, but I'm guessing at night it gets down to about 10 or 8 degrees.
All right, hold on. Let me get my Celsius calculator out here. Let me see here.
I think it's 60 degrees.
No, probably less than that.
I was going to say, it'd be less than that. It'd be less than 10. Probably more like
Celsius,
about 5 or 7.
What'd you say there for Celsius? For low or
at
high?
Night. At night, it's getting about 8 to 10 degrees at night Celsius.
All right, I'm just going to do 10 Celsius. Oh, fuck. That's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the coldest it gets there or what?
No. That's probably what it's been averaging. It'll get down to 2-3 degrees.
All right, 2 degrees Celsius.
Is it your guys' cold season there, or rainy season, or what?
Yeah, it's winter. Middle of our winter.
That ain't winter, mate.
That is for us.
No, yeah, for you, but that I wouldn't call that winter. I just did 2 degrees Celsius equals 35.6 Fahrenheit. That's not even freezing.
No, we don't get snow or ice here. Not where I am anyway.
So I consider that's not even winter then. If you don't get snow or ice, that's not even considered winter to me.
Yeah, but see,
but I know, yeah.
But our summertime, we're getting mid to high 30s and in the 40-degree range.
Let me tell you, when we have winter, like now here it's summer here where I'm at, right? But we get sometimes, let's see here. Yeah, like -4. Well, they're saying it's -40 for both. How is that?
Fuck.
But that's like extreme. You don't see that every year, but.
No, that is extreme.
Let me see here. 0.
What
So
state?
0 Fahrenheit is -17.7 Celsius. And we see 0 quite a few times during our winter.
Yes, it never gets that cold here.
Yeah. I'm up in the north. My state bumps into Canada, right?
Okay.
That's why I time it when I take my trip over there to the great land of PH. That's when I try to go. I usually leave right around the end of November, December or so, and get out of this shithole for a month or so.
Yeah, I don't blame you if it gets that cold. Like, I don't think the heat will bother me in the Philippines, but the humidity will, because we don't get much of humidity in Australia. It's just a dry heat. Where Jay's from, you get a lot of humidity.
Yeah, man, you get the bull rush and everything.
I'm just looking at our low. Our low was 17 degrees with 84% humidity.
Yeah, that's the top end for you.
Yeah. And our high is 33 with 23% humidity.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's nice. It's lovely. Quite manageable.
I mean, summers are nice here until you start getting into the 40 degrees. Gets a bit a little hot.
Oh, there we go. That's all done.
I did a lot of drilling out at Beverly uranium mine. And like every day was 38 to 43, It's like ranging around that.
Yeah, well, I used to work with some I worked with some old fellas who worked on standardisation of the railway line, and they were saying there were days out there where it was 50 degrees out in the Nullarbor.
Yep. Yeah, the hottest I've been is 55. That's 113 Fahrenheit.
No, unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Darwin was probably the hottest place I've ever fucking lived. To be honest with you.
It's just more humid, Joe. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard Darwin's a decent place to visit, but the weather, the humidity will probably get a little bit on the tax you a little bit on, eh?
If you go up around June, July time, it's full dry season. It's bearable. But even to you, because from Adelaide, you'd be going, fuck, this is fucking hot. You know?
Yeah, I said the heat's not the thing that would get us because we're used to the heat. It's the humidity that would affect us because we get the dry heat here.
Yeah, the thing is too as well, when you come to the Philippines, it's humid, you know that, huh?
Yeah, yeah, I've been
All
told.
year round.
But I'm told it's a little bit different in, is it Baguio? Baguio's a little bit cooler.
Yeah, well, it's 1,200 metres above sea level.
I want to go check that place out, you know.
Night, you have to put on a jacket. It's really cold.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I like that. It's cool at night time and stuff like that. You can open up the windows, you don't have to run air conditioning, it's stuffy nose and shit like that. I'll give that a go. That's where Johnny Warrior wants to move. Well, he is going to move to Baguio.
How far is Baguio from where you are, Jay?
I'm not sure. I've got a map here. I've got a map of the Philippines on my wall.
About a 4 or 5 hour bus ride from Manila.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because I was in Angeles City. It was about a 4 or 5 hour bus ride.
You know, I need to put my glasses on. I can't even see the map. Yeah. Well, that's all right. So you fly to Manila, then you catch a bus up there. Someone's doing some dishes.
I think you was
coffee.
Oh, I thought you were rummaging through your old O.J. Simpson memorabilia you got laying around.
Do you remember that Lindy Chamberlain?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was just going to say, OJ would be fucked if Tip Sharkey bought his shit.
Yeah, I'd love to see him try and get that back.
You ain't ever getting it.
God bless Tim Sharkey.
Yeah,
I still can't believe I haven't heard one peep out of him now for how long, you know?
Yeah, yep. Well, look, the last
Maybe
I heard,
that police department finally got him.
Well, no, the last I heard, and this was from someone here in the country, was that he had taken off from Thailand back to Gold Coast. So I haven't heard nothing since then. So I'm not sure what he's up to.
When was that? Thunder.
Oh, that was 6, 7, 8 months ago, something like that. It's wild.
Yeah, he's been quiet.
But he was never one to put out a lot of videos.
No, he put out some videos here and there on YouTube for a while. Then there's some like small documentaries about him or people interviewed him, and it was on YouTube. and then there was absolutely nothing. But then he was kind of active on, what is that? Not Instagram. What's that other one?
Twitter?
No.
Twitter?
Yeah, I think Twitter. I think it was Twitter. He had some stuff on there where he showed some pictures or did some little videos on there because he was obsolete out of YouTube there. And but yeah, and then now it's been absolutely nothing.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised though if the Thai government takes some action against him and have him kicked out of the country, because that night at the police station, mate, he gave him hell. I remember him even shoving one cop on his ass.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that and get away with it.
He did it.
Yeah, he did get away with it.
Well, for that night, but
I don't know anyone on this planet that has stood up to the Thai police like he did. That's probably, he rattled their fucking cage. They didn't know what the fuck to do. And he had a camera crew with him too as well. It's really fucked.
It's a toilet paper maker's parent.
Who's that TV going, man? You got to turn that off.
Yeah, well, he's not just a big guy. Camera. He doesn't take. He's one guy that would survive in a Thai prison.
Keeps doing that, he'd find himself nosediving off the balcony off the hotel.
Oh, you'd have to be a big boy to throw him off of anything, mate.
That's what they do in Thailand. Throw foreigners over balconies. Oh, he committed suicide.
I remember he had a video about that. I forget what he was calling it, but he was saying that these guys go over there and they fall in love with a girl, they rob them blind, whatever, and they're so sad they jump off and commit suicide. I forget what he was saying, but that's what he was saying what happened. But yeah, who knows?
It's a bit like the Philippines. Anything can happen to you over there, and a good chance not to find out what really happened. Easy to disappear in those countries.
Yeah, well, there was a couple of bikies that went over there and disappeared from Australia. It doesn't matter how big and tough you are, man. If someone puts a gun to your head, you haven't got a chance, have you?
No.
Okay. You can be the biggest, baddest person, but if someone whips out, you can be the smallest guy, whip out a fucking gun, and it's pretty much game over, really.
Game over.
Because they're not going to fight you. They'll just shoot you.
As long as that small dude keeps his distance and he has a good shot.
Yeah. I had a guy, it was back in the day, I had these marijuana plants in the backyard. I was fucking growing some good fucking chuff. And I heard something, and I went outside in the middle of the night, and fucking sure enough, some kind of fucking pulled the bastards. I was like, fuck, I know who this is. So I went inside and woke up my dad. I said, Dad, get up. I said, oi, someone's fucking pinched the fucking trees. He goes, what? I said, yeah. He goes, I think I know who it is. I said, get in the car, let's go. Right, so we jumped in the car, and we've gone through a few suburbs to get to Nakara, where I knew where these guys lived. And we pulled up in the car, and sure enough, the bloke that I thought it was just coming around the fucking corner with a backpack on.
Mm.
And I've grabbed him out the front, and then his fucking mate come out with a 22, and he's pointing the fucking 22 right at me. And he's going, get back, I'll fucking shoot you. And I just walked straight up to him and just fucking grabbed it out of his fucking hand, fucking had a look at it, and I said, it's not even fucking loaded. Threw it on the fucking ground, and I grabbed his mate. I said, right, mate, empty your fucking backpack, you know? And he was like, oh, no, my dad flew in. My dad's only a small bloke. This is when I was a lot younger. And Dad's fucking hit him. Bang! Straight in the fucking face. He's got off the ground. I said, Dad, don't hit him. Let me do that. And as soon as he got up, I fucking hit him. He dropped back down again, grabbed the backpack off him, unzipped it, and sure enough, all the fucking ganja was in there. And then we took it. We got it all off him and all the rest of it, and took it back home, and that was the end of it. If you're going to be waving a gun in people's faces, man, at least fucking make sure it's loaded. And I knew it wasn't loaded. I knew they didn't have any bullets because I knew who the characters were, and I knew they had a 22. They used to just point it at people and think they were going to be scared. I thought, oh,
well, yeah, most people see that they're going to fucking run like hell or don't shoot, and go the other way. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
but hey, Jay, back there in that backyard, there was a high wall, wasn't there? 6-foot wall.
Where's that?
In the backyard there.
No. It was look, their house or my house.
I thought you were talking at the house you were at. I remember you'd let that dog out, and you could see there's a decent wall.
We're talking 25 years ago, back in the Northern Territory.
Oh, yeah,
okay. It was only a little fence. You could step over it and stuff.
Oh, just a little chain link.
Yeah, one of those ones. And you know, he fucking. You know, you can't ring the police up and say, hey, get round here now. Someone's just pinched me fucking pot. I want to arrest him. You know, you got to go sort it out yourself. You know? And don't get me wrong, when we were kids, I had a mate. Man, I'll tell you one story. I had a mate that could smell that shit from a mile away. And he jumped over the fucking fence one day, and it was a 6-foot fucking chain mesh fence. In Darwin and stuff, they got like black shade cloth over it, right? You peek over the fence, and sure enough, there was these big fucking trees, the size of Christmas fucking trees, man. They're massive, you know what I mean? And the dogs were sleeping, and he jumps over. I'm talking when we're 15, 16 years old, man. And this wasn't just last week. Anyway, he fucking jumps over and he's creeping up to this fucking tree, and his fucking big pennies are sitting there, and I'm thinking, fuck, if they wake up, he's fucked. And there's about 6 of us there, but he was the only game enough one to jump over the fence. So he pulls this fucking thing out, and the guys put razor blades in the fucking trunk of the plant. What they do is they put razor blades in the trunk of the plant, so when you grab it to pull it out, you fucking cut your hands. So if you're doing it in the middle of the night or whatever, you know what I mean, you're not going to see razor blades.
Yeah.
So he's cutting all his hands up, but still didn't give a fuck. He still ripped that cunt off, and then the dogs woke up because he's going, fuck. But he's still got this fucking tree in his hand. I'm telling you, it was the size of a fucking Christmas tree. It was huge, 6 foot, easily 6 foot. And he's ran to the fence, and his pit bulls are just coming at him, man. He managed to get over the fence. He's thrown the fucking tree over the fence, jumped over the fence, and we grabbed it. We jumped on our bicycles and took off. And he's got this fucking tree on his shoulders going down the fucking street. I'm just thinking, fuck, man, the shit we used to get up to. And he got away with it.
How old were you?
I was like 15, 16 years old back then.
Did you guys have like BMX type bikes? You know, like trick bikes or BMX.
Yeah,
bikes?
I used to race BMX. I won the Northern Territory titles.
So what the hell did you guys have? Like Haro or GT or what was it back then?
GTs, ELFs, fucking. We had them all, mate. Everyone had a different sort of fucking bike, and we spent thousands of dollars on these bikes.
Oh hell yeah! Different crank, the fucking pedals, we did the same shit here, but we never raced. We were just fucked around the fucking neighborhoods and shit. Yeah, I remember I had a GT Performer. I had a GT Performer at one time, and fuck, what was the other one? Fuck, I can't remember the other one.
You look pretty scary there, Steve.
You remember the BMX Plus magazine?
No.
Oh, they had it in Australia. It used to come out. We used to buy that. We used to order all our parts off that and stuff for our bikes. So yeah, when we were younger, and we were little potheads, man. The daily routine was riding around looking for fucking free pot, and it was in every fucking second yard. I swear. And you find, without a doubt, it was there. If there was black shade cloth on someone's fucking fence, there's marijuana in their backyard, without a doubt, and would get it. Mm. I remember one time we were at me. This is the guy that actually jumped the fence, by the way. We were at his father's house, and I was staying there for a while, and my other mate was staying there too, my other best mate, and he had a nice house and all the rest of it. And one day we were getting up for school in the morning, and all the coppers come in, fucking kick the door in, fucking get out, all that shit. We're like, what the fuck's going on here? Because I didn't have a clue what was going on. I didn't know what they were looking for. And, they were there looking for drugs. So I'm not going to mention any names, but, he was, the father was obviously dealing a shitload of amphetamines after a while I found out. I didn't know this sort of stuff. He was in with some big players in Darwin and stuff. And we're only kids at this time, but my friend knew, one of my best friends, he knew, but he never talked about it to me. So anyway, the cops come in and they're fucking going through everything, and they take his father away. All they found was a foil, a $25 bag under my best friend's fucking bed, which was ours.
Right? $25 bag of what?
Weed.
Oh, shit.
Right, that's all they found. And they took, because he had a big aquarium with these massive pythons, and he didn't have a license, and they took his pythons, right? And my friend's pythons, because he didn't have the license and all the rest of it. They took them, and then after the cops, they just took the father and all the rest of it, because the father said, yep, that's mine. You know what I mean? Like, he took the brunt of it, you know what I mean? All it was a $25 bag, but he wasn't going to say, that's my son's. He just said, yeah, that's mine. Because I didn't get to understand why he was saying that, but I understood after, as soon as the cops took him, and my best mate knew where all the heavy-duty drugs was. He went to the fucking sugar container, emptied out the sugar, and there was all these fucking bags of fucking gear. Fucking went to the eggs in the fridge, took every egg out, and all the bags were under the fucking eggs in the fridge. Man, he would have got a slew of fucking drugs, man, I'm telling you. And then he took it, we jumped on our bicycles, and we took it to my friend's dad's best friend, gave him to him, and he knew about what was going on. He's like, fuck, bring it all here, you know what I mean? And dropped it off at him, and then his dad got off, and it was just a $25 foil, and he got away with it. And they didn't even find any drugs, because it was well hidden. They didn't even come in with dogs back then. There was no dogs or nothing. And that was when we were like 15, 16 years old, mind you. This is a long time ago.
Boy, that's a long time then.
Yeah, fucking shitload of time ago. So, yeah. Some of the stories that happened when I was younger, seen a lot of shit, been through a lot of fucking shit. And I can talk about it now because it's in the past, and I'm not naming any names, and I'm not, I could say, oh yeah, we used to rip trees off when we were fucking younger. What are you going to fucking do about it? What trees where and how? You know what I mean? But every young fella in Darwin, you go ahead.
Darwin was a real swinging town when the CLP was in government. And then Claire Martin came along with the Labor government. They won power. And the military was building that big barracks. So I think there was a big push to clean out the town of all the drug dens, because there was multiple stick shops, like. Oh, yeah.
Moyle Flats, Moyle House across the road. Nightcliff fucking Flats.
House of Horrors.
I was supplying them when I was growing a lot of hydro for a fucking long time. I got rolled over. It took them about a year and a half, but I got done. Lucky I didn't have any dry shit in the house. I only got the hydroponics and stuff.
Fucked the whole deal, when she came along.
Yeah. She put signs out in front of the drug dealer's house. Remember when she put the signs out of the drug dealer's house saying, this is a drug house? It's like, fucking thank you. Now I know where it is. Silly bitch. What sort of fucking shit is that? She thought, I'm going to show them. I'm going to put a big sign up saying this is a drug house. People were just like, shit, yeah? And I remember, right, when we were younger, we got our car license and stuff. It was 15 and 9 months. And we had these little XLs. They were brand new. We used to pull up to Moyle Flats, buy a fucking foil, go around the corner, the cops would be watching us, bust us, take the foil and put it in their back pocket and go, all right, guys, off you go. And the motherfuckers would go and smoke it. The dirty cunts. They wouldn't take us to the cop shop or nothing. They'll just take it off us and go, thanks for that, and fucking smoke it. They used to do it all the fucking time, man. All the time. It's like that guy that owned, I don't know if you remember, the guy that owned the hydro shop there.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
He got fucked over big time, man. He had a big hydroponic system, and they done him. Because I used to go there and buy a lot of equipment. What I'd do is I'd go there in another mate's car. All right, so I wouldn't go there in my car. I would buy all the equipment. You know the place is getting watched. If you're a smart copy, you just sit down the road outside a hydro shop and watch who goes in there and follow him back home. So we'd use another mate's car, and then we'd just dart through the suburbs and just go down every different street, make sure no one's following us. And all the rest
Jay, let me just stop you quick. He was just selling the tools for hydroponics. The equipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he was a big grower as well.
Okay.
And they got him for it. He actually went to jail for it. Yeah. Fuck, he had some good gear, man. I used to get fucking 1,000-watt high-pressure sodium bulbs, 600-watt high-pressure sodium bulbs, fucking all the fucking shit, gravity systems, anything you wanted, he had.
He was loose, man. He'd even sell you them, he'd sell you flipping cuttings and everything.
Yeah. Fucking, we got fucking white rhino off him. It was $200 a fucking a clone.
Yeah.
How many plants are you doing at a time?
Anything from fucking 8 to fucking 15 plants in a big back room.
Okay. You didn't have too many lights running.
Fucking oath I did. I had fucking 6 400 waters on the bottom, and then fucking about 10 600 water bulbs on the top, going across the top in a big long room, and I'd have a piece of mesh that was about 1 meter off the ground, so you'd have the lights under, you tie it down to the mesh, and you'd have the lights underneath, and you had the lights on top, and you just get this big sea of fucking beanstalks, man.
What was the electricity going up?
Oh, it's about $1,800 every 3 quarters. Back then, you could walk in the Power and Water Authority and pay it in cash, and they wouldn't even blink an eye. Now, they want to know, fuck, why are you using so much fucking power? But back then, as long as you paid it, they were all sweet.
Yeah.
They don't care. Now it's a bit different. But you can get away with saying, oh, I've got a shed out the back. I work from home. I run a lot of power tools and stuff. But, man, whack solar on your fucking house, man, and get away with it.
Oh, yeah. You go the solar.
And I ordered these seeds from Amsterdam, too, as well. So I ordered a lot of seeds from Amsterdam, and they turn up in the mail from BC Seeds. Right? It'll cost you, $400 or $500 American dollars. These seeds would rock up in a card saying, thank you for visiting Amsterdam. And you'd open the card inside, and all the seeds would be stashed inside the card in little fucking slots. Yeah. And guaranteed to be female. Yeah. No, I think that site's still up, actually.
Well, it better not be male, otherwise you got fucking screwed.
Yeah. Guaranteed. Genetically modified. That was good. Back in the day. Back in the day, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I never did nothing like that, but I had some buddies I know here and there that did little grow things here and there, but the shit they'd produce, it wasn't all that great because we don't have the climate for it. You'd have to do it inside. And
man, you know what? It's
electricity,
the best fucking hobby, man. I actually enjoyed it, man. It was fucking great. You know, doing all the pH levels for it and all that sort of stuff, flushing the system out every fucking week, mixing up the nutrient. I fucking enjoyed it. It was fantastic, man. I'd grow trunks on these motherfuckers indoor that you wouldn't believe, the size of a fucking Coke can. You know?
The buds.
It was fantastic. Yeah, and the fucking the tree itself. It was so they get so big. It had bark on the fucking trunk.
Yeah.
That's how big they got, man. And the
I would see some
buds,
tall plants, but the buds weren't the ones I saw. They were never size.
And you know what? I had some mad fucking footage of all this shit I'd done, but I got rid of it all just to not criminate myself and stuff. I wish I still had it because I would send it to you guys and you just go, fucking holy shit. You know? Stuff that you do when you're younger. And yeah, I paid the price for it, man. I got done for it, all because of a fucking mate and his fucking girlfriend doing a burnout outside my house. And they come in and thought there was a woman there in distress. I'm like, what the fuck? And they didn't need a search warrant. And they could search the house. So. And yeah, that's when they found everything. It's quite funny because it was an illegal. It was illegal what they'd done, and they knew it. They didn't even take me to the police station. It took months later before I got a summons. I had to go to the courthouse, the Darwin Magistrates Courthouse. I've been there a few times. And yeah, they fucking gave me a $500 fine, and half the fucking, or more than half of the weed was missing. And it was like 4 or 5 days later, they were selling my shit out of fucking Moyle Flats and fucking Nightcliff Flats. My fucking gear. You know? Get the cops raided. Everyone knew it because I was the only one growing that shit in the fucking town. But you know what? I personally think it should be fucking legalized. It's a herb, it's a plant. It's actually a great hobby growing it. Really is. I actually enjoy growing shit, especially veggies and stuff like that. I don't do it here in the Philippines, but back home I do. And hydroponics is fucking cool shit to get into, man. And the results you get. It's like plants on steroids, man. 18 hours a day, 6 hours fucking sleeping, and just pump it to them. You get the fucking carbon dioxide tanks from fucking Bock gases. Get them on a solenoid there, spraying it out every fucking hour. Just spraying that carbon dioxide out, and you watch how fast these plants grow. You'll see them grow 2 to 3 inches a fucking day.
It's a science behind it.
Yeah. It's very interesting. It actually relaxed me. I actually enjoyed it. And then at the end of it, you got a bucket load of money when you sold it all.
Like I said, I had some buddies that got in.
Yeah, you can get that too as well, but it shouldn't be illegal. Like I said, most states, well, not most states, but there's a fair bit of states in your country now, in America, that are, you know, you got weed fucking stores that you can buy it from there.
Not mine, but yeah, there's what? 1, 2.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But let me ask you this, guys. If they're letting you buy it from a weed store, what are the conditions on letting you grow it hydroponically or in your backyard?
It depends on the state.
They don't even let you grow tobacco here without a license, and they'll throw you in.
Yeah, in Australia, you're not allowed to do that as well. You're not allowed to.
You will get a worse prison sentence trying to grow your own tobacco than you will for fucking marijuana in this country.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Philip Morris.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some states now they allow you. I think not many, but you can have a couple here and there. It's a bunch of bullshit. But eventually, I think here down the road, it's gonna spread. I still have never been to one of those shops yet. A lot of my buddies, they go out to Colorado and Nevada, possibly you can go to Las Vegas, Colorado, Washington State, I believe Portland, and there's a handful of others, but that's the ones I know that I have family or buddies that live or go there, and yeah, you just go out in the fucking store like it's Family Mart, and yeah, let me get a gallon of milk and a eighth of fucking weed and call it a night, eh? But yeah, I still haven't been to those shops yet.
Like I said, it's more fun actually growing it. It really is. Really, it's like you see people that love their veggie patches and stuff like that. It's the same fucking thing. I think indoor hydroponics, the main thing you got to do is the week before you pull it is flush the system, right? All you do is put water in there, and you can get fragrances from the hydroponic shop. Might be strawberry or mango, depending on what you want. And you mix that into the reservoir, and you don't put no chemicals in it for the last week to 5 days. You just run it on pure water and this fragrance. So it gives it a bit of a fragrance when you smoke it, and it actually flushes out all the chemicals. Where people that are just, they're growers, but they're not into it as growing, but just want the cash, they won't flush the system. They'll just pull the plants of all the chemicals in it, which is not actually good for you.
Yeah.
So I'll do 5 to 7 days of a fucking freshwater flush to get all the shit out of them, man, because they've been pumped for 12 weeks full of chemicals, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jay, I got to say something here. Lefty's saying in the comments there, he must be, he must be a Vancouver guy. What is it, Trudeau? Yeah, whatever. They legalized it up there in Canada for the whole country. He said you can grow 4 plants for personal use.
Yeah.
In Canada.
I think actually, Mark, are you still there? No, he's not there. In Adelaide, I think it's you can grow up to 4 plants, and in Canberra as well, which is Australian Capital Territory. And it's you get a fine or something like that. It's decriminalised, but you get a fine.
Here's what I want to know: is there any real proof of any medicinal benefit from it? I mean, has that been scientifically proven?
Yeah, there is. People with Parkinson's disease and stuff like that. Like there's a thing on YouTube actually. There's this guy and he's just shaking, just hysterically.
Yeah, but that's one video. I seen that.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you something. When I'm pissed off, all right, and I'm fucking angry, and I smoke a bit of weed, I'll fucking chill as fucking shit. So there's your scientific fucking fact right there. It's fucking. It does calm you down. It makes you open your mind a bit. Like, you know, this is just my experience from fucking smoking the shit. I don't smoke it now. It's been a fucking very, very long time. But, you know, it doesn't... No one smoked fucking weed and gone out and killed someone or fucking shit like that or got violent and stuff like that. You just chilled, man. And when it comes to medical purposes, they reckon it does have a lot of good factors behind it. You've got to remember, at the end of the day, this isn't a synthetic drug. This is a natural plant that was put on this earth by God for you to smoke. Just like a mango tree, put it here so you can eat the mangoes. It's nothing that we made. We didn't make the fucking thing. It was already here. You know? It's just a plant, and people need to get over it. That's just my opinion. They might say, oh, well, marijuana is the gateway to all drugs. Well, hey, I'm not a heroin addict. I don't smash needles up my arm.
No, I didn't say that. I wasn't trying to argue the point.
I'm not saying that. I'm just adding that in the mix.
No, I just wanted to know if there was any actual medicinal proof documented that it actually, for medical reasons, medicinal.
Well, I've seen them videos when I've seen there's a few videos, right, and I've seen them put that oil on the guy's tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And within 5 minutes, man, this guy was calm as
when they're having seizure. Seizure.
Yep. And I was just like,
and what I wonder, and what I would question, without pissing anybody off, is I wonder if that's really true. You know.
Well,
that's all I was asking. I didn't mean to make anybody mad.
No.
I've been smoking pot since I was 14. So you're not gonna make me mad about it.
Come on, I reckon just about everyone's had a fucking joint or tried a bit of pot when you're younger. You know, I think you have, and if they say they don't, they're even lying. There's not many people that haven't tried it, had a toke of a joint or something like that, been at a party and had a bong or something like that.
You know? Oh yeah, you're right.
It's something that's part about growing up as a teenager and stuff like that, you know. Some people will smoke it for the rest of their lives. Some people just a teenager thing, and they just don't do it again. You know what I mean?
I will tell you this though. When I was about 16 years old, I was really heavy into it. My whole neighborhood was. I grew up in the 70s, and it did dull my mind. I mean, it pretty well much dulled my mind for a good part of time because I was overdoing it, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't make you very active. I'll give you that tip. Especially when you're supposed to be at this age where you're getting to 17, 18, you're supposed to be going out and getting a fucking job. It doesn't make you too fucking active. If you're sitting down smoking pot with your mates playing video games all day, it's hard to snap out of that fucking phase, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, in the 70s, there wasn't no video games, but I'll give you an example. About when I was real heavy into it. I was like 17 years old. My mom sold Avon. I don't know if you know what that is.
And that's still going, that fucking Avon, to this day.
Okay. My mom sold Avon, and she gave me like $300 or some shit. I was supposed to go deposit this shit, and that was to be turned in. I was smoking dope. And 3 days later, she's seen that envelope sitting there. I just spaced it. Remember that? Space it. That runs hand in hand with it. And God damn, I mean, that was like, I don't think I've ever lived that down, you know. And all those orders were late, and it just went through one fucking ear and out the other. I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, and shit like that happened several times. That's what I'm talking. When I say if you want to party, that's fine. If you want to drink, that's fine. But if you just like we was doing, the whole fucking neighborhood. If you just want to hammer that shit, you're probably not going to function with the rest of the people. I'm just throw that out there.
Yeah. If you're a stoner all the time, you're not going to.
Yeah.
But then again, I've got mates that are stoners, and they fucking still work, and they still produce. And they'll smoke the shit at work. You know, like, you want some Jay? I'm like, nah, man. If I smoke that shit, I won't do any fucking work.
Yeah.
But some guys, it gives them a fucking upper, gets them going. Some guys they'll be like, fuck that, I'm not doing any work now. You know what I mean?
And then I got high. Da 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 da
true.
da da.
I've got guys I know back in Australia. They'll smoke that shit all day and work like a fucking racehorse. Then there's other guys. As soon as they have one puff, that's it. They're fucking sitting in the cab of the truck and they don't want to do nothing. Come on, we're pulling this cable, man. Get out of the fucking truck. Oh, no, fucking let's get the fuck out of the truck now and pull this cable, man. Come on, we need a hand here. And they'll get out.
Well, there were people in my neighborhood, friends of mine. After they smoked, within half an hour, they fell asleep. You know, and then the next day you'd have to listen about the fucked up dreams they had.
I don't know if you remember when you first smoked pot, you'd laugh your fucking head off with your mates for fucking ages, anything. But that weared off after a while.
Well, I don't know how it worked for you. I had to smoke it 3 times before I got off. It took me 3 times, and I know about 2 or 3 other people like that. It just didn't. It did nothing.
Steve, you mean the first time ever you tried it?
The first 3 times I tried it, I did not get off, and it was good shit because I know the people that were around there. It broke through the brain cells, I guess.
You know what it's called? It's called a creeper.
Same for me.
It creeps up on you. There's weed that hits you straight away, and there's weed that's a creeper where it takes a while. It creeps up on you, and when it creeps up on you, you're like, fuck, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
It takes some time, and it hits you. You're like, shit.
I remember the first couple times we did it, it was absolutely nothing happened. And then we did it again, all of a sudden, holy shit.
What world am I in?
Yeah.
I'm the same. It took 3 or 4 guys before I got off on it.
And it was the same shit, too. It was the same fucking bag. It was the same exact shit. It wasn't different shit. It was, remember it was on the third time is when we're like, holy shit. And we're watching Cheech and Chong and start laughing and eating pizza. And yeah.
I remember your mate that was too pissed and he's really loud and you give him a cone and he just shut the fuck up.
Well, I've also have friends that I grew up in the same neighborhood, and the first time it fucking hit them, and I actually thought this. I thought they were faking it. I thought you're making this shit up until like the third time, and it was like, holy shit.
Oh yeah,
and I don't understand that. And I wonder what's the difference. If you smoke pot for the first time and you get off on it, and then it takes other people 2, 3, 4 times before they get off on it, and then after they do, they can get off on it every time. I wonder what, does it break down brain cells or break through what? It's just that's kind of strange.
Just THC, technohydrocannabinol. That's what gives you the fucking high.
Well, we're smoking the same stuff.
But there's, it's like I can't explain it.
Oh, it's something to do. I don't know the technical term. Yeah, something to do with
their
body
different
structure,
ways,
whatever.
There's guys that I've known that have smoked it back in the day, and they'd just go fucking crazy. They go a bit loopy. They'll start. It was 2 guys. I remember one day. I'm not going to mention any names. We're in my mate's house, and we'll sit there playing Super Nintendo when it first came out. And we went downstairs, and we were smoking a couple of bucket bongs and shit. And for some reason, because they had some sort of mental illness, it fucked with their head. And they got all paranoid and shit. There was 2 of them. And we're sitting there playing Super Nintendo, and our mate walks up with a fucking what's it called? A fucking what are they called? The fucking the big long pole fucking thing that you drive into the ground when you're trying to break up concrete and shit like that.
Cow driver?
Yeah, something like that. The big long one. It's about 10 foot. He walks up the stairs.
Crowbar.
Yeah, like a crowbar, but the big long one, the straight one, right? He walks up the stairs. First, he's looking at the window. He's going, they're watching us, man. They're watching us. And we're like, who's watching us? Because he made us paranoid. We're like, what the fuck? We're sitting there playing Street Fighter on the Super Nintendo. that fucking van out there. And we looked outside, and there's a black van outside. We're like, what do you mean they're watching us? He goes, they're watching us, man. They've got cameras in the house. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, they're watching us. They've got cameras in the house. And we're just like, I'm starting to freak out now, I'm thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? And there is a black van outside. And he comes upstairs with his fucking long fucking crowbar, man, and just starts smashing the fucking wall, right? And we're like, fuck, what's going on here? And my mate, because it was his brother, he goes, fucking mum's going to kill you when she gets home, right? And he's smashing out the wall. He's reaching up inside the cavity of the wall. The cameras are in here. I'll find them. And we're sitting back going, fuck, there's no cameras up there, man. He didn't find anything. And when his mum got home and half the fucking wall was smashed in, we had to explain to his mum what happened and stuff. And then, fucking not long after that, they took him to the loony bin. And he was in there for 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. Just freaked out, man.
It's all your whatever, the mental whatever. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but yeah, some people react differently to that. Some people react differently to alcohol, acid, all different, whatever it is. Yeah, people react differently to everything. It's all your
yeah, well, I've never seen that before. Right now. It's not funny what happened to him, but it's sort of funny the situation, how it all happened. We're like, fuck it all, smashing the wall up. Because the wall's made out of that fucking, that plasterboard shit. And you just hit it. You just punch it hard enough, it'll just crumble, you know what I mean? Then you got the brick behind it. Yeah, something like that, yeah. And he's just smashing the whole Andrew wall up with it, man, looking for this camera. And we're sitting there like stoned, just looking at him, watching him going, what the fuck? And the good mate, it's his brother. He goes, mum's going to kill you when she gets home.
Jesus Christ.
Off to the loony bin, son. Off you go.
Off to the county ward.
Off you go. And he did. The one up there at the hospital.
Yeah, the county ward.
Darwin Hospital. Yeah, they took him up there and he's in there for fucking a long time, man. Before he come good. Right. Tell you what, he didn't smoke weed after that.
I gotta go, guys.
All right.
See you on the flip side.
All right. Don't smoke any weed, man.
I'm off it at the moment. Yeah.
You know, and I've heard heaps of those stories, you know what I mean? There was another guy that my mate knew too as well. He had a good government job and all the rest of it, and he smoked it, and this bloke would just go on walkabout, mate. He was just gone. You wouldn't see him for weeks. Just on some sort of trip, like it doesn't wear off. So, yeah, some people it doesn't affect them right, you know? Those are the people that shouldn't be fucking smoking every day. What have we got? We read these comments here. Not much in the comments.
So your neighbor doesn't come on your show anymore, or what's going on?
Barry, yeah, he's awake. Don't know what he's doing. I seen him before. He walked out the gate. Probably went to go get some cigarettes or something. He'll start to show up. So we're on his well, I was on his show last night actually. It was late at night, so you guys are probably asleep by that time, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Get to the world, so these guys miss it. You know, I do mine around lunchtime, and he'll do his later on in the afternoon and stuff. We'll do a couple of shows. The Bama show. Stay tuned, guys. Well, how long have we been going for? Maybe I have to log off now because I've got a visitor coming around. Just text me she's on her way. So what I might do is log off, and we'll call it a day, guys. All right. Is that all right with you guys?
No, it's not okay.
Well, it's fucking gonna have to be.
What? What do you mean close? What? I just got it.
I'm gonna close off now, but it's been going for a while.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do now is close the show down, guys. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it as always. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down because any action's good action. I'm out.
Okay, later.